We're back.
Wait.
Hello.
Okay,
we're
now
not
go.
there yet.
Go, now go.
Hello. We're
Go
back with another exciting week of Dungeons and Dragons adventures with Port Bluff. And we're already super spicy because Ella Enchanted may or may not be garbage.
It is not garbage.
Post in the chat whether you think Ella Enchanted is or isn't garbage.
Allegations have been made. Vote now with your phones.
We already know the truth.
Cancel Frog or cancel Noodle. You guys decide.
Cancel Noodle.
Cancel
I
Frog.
think Ella is great.
First things first, let's announce the meme winner.
Meme of the
And
week. Meme of the week.
I chose not to ever win, although I do post memes in the DnD meme submissions channel. Would you guys like to be eligible to win as players, or would you like to make it that only non-players can win? I want to ask you guys this because
I mean, I'm good with just
it's a big toss up.
or non-players. Sorry, just
I'm good
players.
with non-players as well.
Yeah.
Noodle ops out.
Players.
If it's my thing is if it's non-players, that's going to be like very few people. That's going to be like it's going to basically be between 2 or 3 people every week.
Well,
yeah,
the winner is either Rex or Luna. No, sorry, Gruff. The winner is either Rex or Gruff, depending on if Rex counts or not.
If Rex count. He's like, put my emote.
So hard.
Rex has been. How about we like say it's okay this week because like Rex has.
Okay.
been wanting
In the
to do
future,
Okay.
non-players will be the only ones who can win the emote. But I will let both Rex and Luna take this week because Luna was the best non-player meme and Rex was the best player meme.
Do you mean
Why don't we
Gruff
do
or
just
Luna?
why don't we
Alright.
do this thing where it's
Am I
like
saying it wrong still?
if a
Hold on, let
certain
me double
number
check.
of people like submit.
No,
memes,
I'm
then
saying
we'll
Gruff and
say-
Luna because it was a tie.
Oh, between the
Between
two of them.
between Gruff's falling rat emote and Luna's
hand drawn.
no, it wasn't hand drawn. It was what did she do this week? I'm trying to find it real quick.
Oh, the truth apparently is more important than cheese.
Yeah. So, I may be handing out a couple of emotes, but in the future, it will be non-players only who can win. But I will give you guys your emotes this week because I am just so gosh darn pleased with the Twitch emotes. And I don't mean on Twitch, I mean about Twitch. And so, anyway. So, hi.
Stinky cheese.
Last time, the party raided a warehouse that they found beside the small pond near the Vistani camp. And inside were a collection of rats who put up a stern fight with some help from some advanced technology, which was immediately familiar to Andril, who almost had a panic attack, but managed to keep it together and slice many rats in his wake. The Skaven were defeated, and now the party is resting briefly before deciding on their next move. It is still in the early hours of the morning. The sun has not yet risen of the third day. Midnight of this day will decide whether Cranether is brought back from the dead or not. And so it falls to this small group of friends to figure out how they're going to get those bones, get to the church, as they have not made many friends in Vallaki over the past day or two. But with that, we ended on a short rest, so everybody rested, and the elves in particular got a long rest equivalent because of their shorter long rest rules. But did anybody want to talk with anybody in the party, have a little chit chat? Because yes, I am stalling for time a little bit for tech bug, but also a few hours pass, and if anybody wanted to get something off their chest or have a talk about something, now is the time to do so amongst yourselves, or
Looking
even to
straight
ask,
at Gwen.
Get the
or
role
even
play
to
out.
ask, yeah, get the role play out. If anybody wanted to talk to Rictavio, pick his brain about what he's up to, how he knows so much about vampire hunting, that kind of thing, now's the time.
Gwen's gonna be on that shit.
I figured.
I would like to question Rictavio very much.
Okay.
I would very much like to.
Rictavio is busy melting silver over his small blacksmith's furnace that he has located inside of his wagon, which on the outside is dressed up to be like a carnival wagon, but on the outside, or sorry, on the inside, is filled with equipment, weapons, snares, looks like magical lures, the kind that he put out in the woods that would cause a bright light to shine and paralyze vampires. It's the wagon is equipped for war. And let me get some light background music while you begin asking your questions.
Hang on. I would like to look at my notes. Wait. By the way, really quick question, as always.
Always.
The thingy I got last time. Okay, I see you did add it. Okay, never mind.
I added all the equipment that I said I would add, and I changed the spells over. Rex should have the correct spells. Everything should be hunky dory.
Yeah.
I had an extra week to prep, so.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go up to Rictavio.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, hang on, let me think about this for a second. I gotta think about this.
Tink, tink, tink. He's got Barham's axe up and is currently pouring silver and tempering it on the top, trying to give it as much of an edge as he can and retaining the strength. Silver is not a particularly strong metal, and so silvering a blade is tough work.
Gwen's gonna come up, not surprisingly, because she is thumping very loud as per usual.
The wagon.
Shit. She's gonna go up and be like, so, I was just wondering how you might have known those crow fellers. Like, I haven't met any druids in quite some time, and you weren't too, forward about that information. Especially after I shared so much with you, I just thought you would share something with me too.
Is that so?
Why do you say it like that? Rictavio, please.
Well, I mean, first of all, you're making the assumption they're druids, I assume.
I did see them transform back into human.
Only into
people.
raven forms.
Yeah.
What else? Well, let's test your shape-shifting knowledge. Is there anything else that only transform into one animal? To your knowledge?
We're ravens.
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you whisper that, Lucille?
Yes.
Are you with me right now, Lucy?
No.
I'm sitting there. I'm sitting just like close enough to the wagon, just kind of like, what's going on? Watching the silver very
He's
carefully.
fucking eavesdropping.
It's still a little itchy around that collar, that little silver thing he slapped on you. Give that man some blood? I guess. Yes, we're ravens, not druids.
Interesting. But
Cursed
they seem
with
to know druids.
Corvinopathy, I believe it's called. As opposed to lycanthropy.
Right. But they seem to know of the so-called wicked druids I've been hearing so much about. I would think they were maybe associated with them or something.
I mean, as an enemy is associated with a nation at war, sure. They fight off the druids on the regular. In fact, that is the trouble that is going down at their winery right now. I haven't been able to assist them in that matter because it is a lot more trouble than one person could possibly deal with. But
Lucille's just gonna be standing in the entryway of the wagon now, shaking his head. Druids can be troublesome.
Lots of very upset druids.
Gwen says, fuck off. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I did notice after we spoke, and you got us up for a so-called vampire hunt, and so suddenly in the evening, that Lucille had a pretty little necklace around him. What's that about?
For his protection.
Protection? From...
Silver works really well on vampires, doesn't it? That's why we're silvering these weapons.
Man, Frog's so nosy.
And I
Really
thought, but since he came from the dead, doesn't that mean it would hurt him as well?
He looks down at where Lucille's sitting and is like,
Cheeto.
"Does it hurt?"
It itches.
Yeah. Has antibacterial properties, I hear.
Right.
Is that why it itches?
Well,
It
you
also
know.
makes it very hard to look down.
you
I think
know.
it's burned a mark on my chin.
Is my pee still there?
I can't see my toes.
Well, I do hope this so-called protection device is enough for him to not get into any trouble, because we know what'll happen, Lucille. So let's just be careful now. Why don't we?
At this point, he's just going to give you a stern look and go, of course.
I don't know what
He's just
she's
gonna
talking
slide
about,
over
but-
more towards Barham, like,
I like Barham. Barham's nice.
Well,
Barham didn't try to stab me.
well,
Though he did feed me a rat.
that
Slides back the other
that
way.
was a particular heated circumstance, wouldn't you think so? I think I was rightly in my mind, but that's besides the point.
Thank you for out of your mind.
Ignoring Lucille now, Rictavio,
in her eyes.
you seem to have so much, experience with all this vampire killing and all that. Obviously, my party ain't too inclined with those.
What do you mean? I'm very inclined to vampires now.
Lucille, can you just shut your mouth for just one moment? That would be so amazing. Anyways, Rictavio. So I was just wondering why you haven't took care of the little problem upstairs. You know what I mean?
Problem
None?
upstairs.
In that big old castle overlooking just
Oh,
about
up
everything.
That's not upstairs.
That's like 100 miles
I'm
away.
sure there's a few
Yeah.
stairs.
That's the neighboring county that wants to kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
You tried.
I tried.
And
I
what
failed.
became
Apparently
of
it
that?
didn't work.
But here you are sitting right in front of us. I would think
Well,
something
I
else
didn't.
would have happened.
I didn't uber fail, shall I say? I did not blow it completely. I left myself an out, just in case anything went wrong. It's a good idea to give yourself an out, you know. But yes, I tried and did not succeed, and the Count still walks the blasted, blighted earth to this day.
Dun dun dun.
And I am alive to still tell the tale. And the same is not true of everyone who has joined me, but
The D's emphasize it.
here's hoping we can change that soon.
Were they the self-sacrificing sort of lot?
No, the impetuous get themselves killed sort of lot.
Oh,
Hmm.
that ain't me.
No. This person
No, you get
is,
everyone else killed.
This person is long gone now, I'm afraid. They were something of a student, friend, sort of, thrown into same circumstances as me, needing to kill vampires and needing to know how to do it. And for a time, we traveled together. We did well, it seemed, but there were many differences of opinion. She was very, as I said, impetuous, reckless even. Wanted to get things done ASAP instead of giving it time, having any sort of patience, setting up traps, things like that. All of those things were beyond her limit of patience, whereas I am much more methodical with my methods. But in the end, I don't think it was just that got her in trouble. I think the Count is well beyond my means to kill at present. Unless I can teach you a little bit more about vampire hunting. I think a 6 against 1 fight is a lot better than a 2 against 1.
It was only you two.
It was only the 2 of us.
That's quite, just a little dumb, wouldn't you say? Just the two of y'all?
If I can ever convince the damn ravens to do anything for anyone else or go after the Count himself, it would be a lot easier, but they are more concerned with self-preservation, which I admire. They are a family as much as anyone's, but I just can't make them see the reasoning of going straight for the head is the best way to kill the whole snake, so to speak.
Well, I doubt they would be so, you know.
Maybe if they
wanting to do
weren't
that
having to
now.
deal with the druids.
Druids are an issue. The people are an issue. Anyone among the native Barovians who finds out that their friend is a were-raven is inclined to believe that they're also a servant of Strahd, despite that being the opposite of the case in my experience. And so I try my best to stay on a friendly relationship with them, even if they're not entirely extremely helpful. But for a long time, it was just myself and my companion. And when it came down to brass tacks, I decided that we must try to make a move on the Count. And that is why it was 2 against 1.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Not very often. I have seen other parties venture through here. You are not the first to have come into Barovia and ended up stricken, but some of the other ones were much more foolish about it. Some ran straight up to upstairs, and he gives Gwyn this weird look. Immediately, with nary a thought, and they joined the nightly parade that goes up to Castle Ravenloft every night. Some decided to bide their time. Some headed for the mountains north of here, north of Zarovich, seeking artifacts, as I hear that you are looking for, and were never seen again. And so here's hoping that you, being the first ones to contact me more directly, in need of assistance, and some other things, and he kind of just barely shoots a look out of the side at Lucille. Here's hoping it can be a little bit different for you. And for me. And maybe for the rest of Barovia while we're at it.
I am hopeful for that. Let's just say that.
Lucio
but
sees him shoot the look and just quickly looks the other direction. Shoot a look at somebody else, no one being there. Oh.
I did have one sort of curiosity as well.
You
that I wanted
have
to ask
a
you
lot
about.
more than one curiosity, Gwen. Be honest with yourself.
One at the time.
One at a time. All right, that's more fair.
Mm-hmm. So, you know the captain of the guard, right?
Isaac?
Mm-hmm.
I know of him. Didn't care too much to socialize that one.
Well, no. I mean, even the times we came across him, he was definitely not one of the sociable types.
But I know of him, yes, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I worried that another one of our friends might have gotten into
Another
some
friend?
trouble. Mm-hmm. Not one that you've met, I don't believe.
That's right. You did come in with a woman initially, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the innkeeper was telling me, because I was a little bit late. I never met her in person, you're right, but I knew of her. They mentioned her. What became of her?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What was the reason she came into Locky? I'm asking a ton of questions, I know, but I feel like I have shared a few tidbits with you, so...
Uh-huh, right. Good, not trying to spill her guts again.
After
Well-
remembering who the captain of the guard is, Lucio goes, "Oh yes, and his arm's magical."
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you,
it is.
Lucille. Anyways, we just a favor. We were just, she was just traveling with us as a favor. But I did run into this curious man, who I am kind of concerned that might be in dealings with Isaac, if you know what I mean.
What kind of curious man?
A toy maker.
One of the guards? A toy maker?
Mm-hmm.
You mean, Blinsky?
Linsky, yes.
Blinsky, yes. Yeah, I gave him my pet monkey. Seemed like an odd chap.
Yep, I do remember that monkey for sure.
I brought it in with me from parts beyond Barovia, but couldn't end up holding onto the little tight. Got too noisy when the time came to hide from vampires.
That
Yes, I know
makes sense.
Blinsky.
Yeah. Gwyneth's gonna retrieve a doll from her. I don't know, whatever. And
Mhm. You did keep one of the dolls. That's true.
yes, I kept 2 of them. She's gonna retrieve one from her pack and show it, just kind of hand it out on her frog hand. This is just way too real to ignore, I think, and it looks an awful lot like our friend.
He takes the doll and looks at it. This is what the woman you were with looks like.
Mm-hmm. And Glinsky happened to share that Isik asked him to make them.
What, I don't know if you're willing to share this with me, but was there a particular reason she needed to come to Vallaki? Maybe in a hurry?
You could say she was trying to hide.
From the man upstairs.
Mayhaps.
You read that tome, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know something of the myth of Strahd, or the mythos, I should say. There's a lot of truth in the book, although being written by the Count himself, there's a lot of self-reflection and self-aggrandizement, shall we call it.
He seemed very sorry for himself.
There's a theory I've developed being here in Barovia. Not many people get out. In fact, to my knowledge, no one has ever left this land. And I'm wondering if this myth I've heard ties into this woman that you've been dealing with. So nobody leaves, but that also means that souls cannot leave.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
There's a rumor going around that Strahd continues to seek the soul of his lost lover, Tatiana.
Mm-hmm.
A soul that keeps being reborn through the hundreds of years that Strahd has dwelled here and had dominion over Barovia. And he always knows, to some extent, where Tatiana's soul is, and he seeks for it. Even to this day. I wonder if your female friend has a certain soul inside her, and is thus an object of the Count's affections.
That make a little bit of sense.
So what happened to her anyway?
I still don't know. We had her in the inn, and then she was gone.
God's damn it.
Take a sip. Take a sip, Rictavia.
God's damn it. I don't know what would happen if he did acquire Tatiana's soul, is the issue. And I also don't know what would become of her in that situation. Is he just going to make her part of his cortege? Is he just going to toss her to the side, move her along, get the next soul? The big thing is if we needed some way to draw the Count out, she would be it. So knowing where she is a big way to get to the Count, if we are going to take him down at some point. But she was in Vallaki last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's just hanging out, so to speak.
Well, I have my ideas, which would be mainly the captain of the guard once again. With these dolls, I can't imagine that he didn't have something to do with it. Glinsky, I think, is just, caught in the crossfire.
But you said Blinsky made this doll. For Isaac?
That's what he told me.
Is the captain in league with the Count?
Wouldn't be surprising considering his creepy aura.
It's really odd that he engages in this outright rebellion against the Count, then. Unless it's all just a big game the Count is playing, keeping the real head of Vallaki in charge of the reins. Wouldn't be far off from what he's like anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think the Burgomaster is doing much of anything anyways.
Is that what you think? You'd be absolutely right.
Please!
You'd be absolutely right. That fool of a Burgomaster has no idea how deep he's in.
That's what he was seeming like to me. And that he has no idea a bunch of things that are going on. So that won't be
Well,
named.
This bodes very ill for your friend then. We should
Don't say
definitely put
that!
her on the we should definitely put her on the laundry list of things that need fixing in the next 24 hours.
Jesus Christ. Me thinking
There's a
about
lot
everything.
there's a lot to go around for this party and its problems for all of us.
I do think that is the case, unfortunately. I just hope there's some way we can get it all done. Or at least find out what's happening. Anyways, I'll let you get back to your,
What
blacksmithing.
happened to the
What?
That's weird. The ambience should be looping, but it's not.
It's just
I can still hear it.
Is it playing? Okay.
Crows cawing.
Okay.
Yeah, just crows.
Yeah.
I can't hear
Oh,
it.
Here.
Mac is back.
I'll turn it up a little bit.
Okay. I'll see if I can need to turn it up on my end too.
Okay. I turned it up a bit locally, so if you need to adjust. There's a lot of problems and not a lot of time to fix them, but as I said, hopefully we can get some equipment sorted out and get some methods going and start learning something about how to hunt vampires. So, you saw those lights, right? That I used in the nighttime ambush?
Mm-hmm.
I have some more to pass around. The thing to keep in mind about them is that they're not perfect vampire repellent tools, but they can be made to strongly encourage a vampire to stay in an area, and they should be used in a way that puts your prey where you want it to be, down the line of fire in a box that you can use to your advantage to cut them to ribbons, that sort of thing. If you just shine it in a vampire's face, they're just going to run away. So try to keep that in mind. And with that, he
Okay.
takes 2 of these globules and gives them to Gwyn. So you can add 2 glow traps to your inventory.
It's literally
Gwyn.
putting in vampire lights.
Vampire light.
Fire lights.
Oh,
2
wait,
should
that
be
sounds
enough
right.
to help you
Lucille
corner
is
an-
kind of
a
just
vampire?
backed away a bit more from them, like.
For the vampire spawn that we have been dealing with, shape-shifting is not something that we have to worry about, although they are excellent climbers, as you have probably noticed.
That's
keep-
alright, so am I.
Then that's good. Good for you.
Congratulations.
For the larger, more powerful vampires that the spawn come from, you have to worry about shape-shifting. Bats, ravens, wolves, there's many different forms that a vampire can take. And a bat, of course, is one of the best because when you attempt to trap them,
Fly
they
away.
will just try to fly away from you. Using a net or something similar is helpful because you can restrain your target at least temporarily. And I have found that a vampire's strength is extremely diminished in bat form. So whereas a spawn would be able to rip their way out of a net in mere seconds, a bat would have to transform back first. And shapeshifting is taxing for a vampire. So with that, he hands over a net that is
just getting
currently
all the
bundled
shit,
up,
ain't I?
and all you have to do is toss it. I'm giving this to you, but if you want to pass it on to someone who is willing to be the net
Let's
master or the globule master, that's up to you. But
And somebody who has thumbs.
you
For
seem
the
most
entire
in need
battle.
of vampire hunting education, and so here you are, and you are going to learn from me.
Shit. Well, with that, I did have another question involving proper
course.
combat.
All right? Education, you get questions. This is good.
So, while I'm your apprentice and everything,
Apprentice Gwyn, perfect.
Apprentice Queen. Do you
the
think
worst
that it would
apprentice
be
you could
better for me to try to stick them with the stake before I transformed? Or should I just try to tear them a new one?
If you can stick a vampire in their coffin first, that is the best thing to do always. Once you've staked a vampire, it does not always kill them immediately. That is a common misconception. But what it does do is prevent their powers of regeneration. They will no longer be able to heal themselves if they are staked. And if it's during the daytime and they are in their coffin, they should be immobilized in place. But if you happen to catch them in darkness, then they're going to still be able to defend at least their little homestead. Something I think your friends found out to their sorrow. But yes, staking always comes first. If you can get them staked, you prevent the regeneration, which is quite strong. Sometimes entire limbs will regrow in the amount of time it takes to cut off a new one.
Okay.
Always with the staking.
Right. I just need to know because whenever I'm doing my thing, I can't exactly just go back and forth all willy nilly. So I just wanted to see what would be the best.
Technically,
sort of
a
thing.
vampire spawn can be slain in one blow. Technically.
What?
I've seen it happen once.
What was that?
It was the giant tree monster that the Druids are harboring. I think it was by accident. It was in a bit of a berserk rage, but they got the Druids in real
Is it
big
an
trouble
evil
with the town.
tree?
Oh yeah, it's a very evil tree. Holy gods, it's an evil tree, man. Yeah, this tree spirit that the Druids are trying to reawaken has woken a time or two in the past few years that I've been here. Each time it seems to go on a murderous rampage and then go back to whence it came. And on one of those occasions, I was blessed with seeing it crush a vampire spawn underfoot, and it was just dead. Did not come back.
Well.
And like I said, the Count was a little bit upset about it, and the Druids are still not in his good graces to this day. Something that we can count as fortunate if we do decide that we need to take care of the Druids. But from a more humanoid perspective, staking is the better alternative. If you can't destroy them outright, like our good friend Twitch here did with that gun just a moment ago. Might actually be in real handy if any of that ammunition is left. Too bad it all went up in smoke.
Well,
And
I
Twitch.
can't exactly turn into a giant tree anyway, so
Mm,
guess it's probably best to go with the staking option.
Darn.
most of the time.
You hear that,
Giant
Lucille?
tree. If only we had a giant tree.
If only we had someone who wasn't a vampire.
Gwen leaning out of the wagon, tapping Lucille's head with a stake. You hear that?
Put it to the back of his throat.
If only we had a more quiet companion.
Stealth
Well,
is
at least I don't
important
take
with a
shit.
vampire, but once they get to a certain distance, blood becomes the main factor. Vampires have excellent senses of smell. Decent vision, not great hearing, because their ears usually fall off.
That's pleasant. Something to look forward to, Lucille. Delicious ears falling on the ground.
Never seen a
Wow.
tiefling vampire before, come to think of it. This is actually going to be kind of exciting.
I don't
Do the
think there's
horns
anything
fall off?
Exciting.
Do the horns get more pronounced?
Octavio, I don't
At this point,
know
Lucille's
if we
just
should
gonna
be
grab his
thinking that
horns.
far into the future.
Can you climb with your tail? Is it prehensile?
I haven't tried yet.
Oh. Give that a try sometime for us, would you?
Octavio, you're being quite buddy-buddy with this vampire now, huh?
He's useful, I think. And he doesn't seem to have fully turned yet. Which is coming.
Fully.
Yes. Vampirism isn't a one and done thing, it's a gradual transformation.
So this isn't it?
Oh no. No. You saw the spawn we killed, right?
Yeah, but I
That is
thought
the
he was
eventual
different.
destination of all vampires that Strahd creates. He does not harbor allies or close mates. They all become mindless spawn. Some a little bit stronger than others. I think these spawn were mere villagers that Strahd decided to toy with. I have seen stronger vampires that Strahd creates, but all of them are bestial and unthinking, unfeeling, unknowing pawns in Strahd's little game that he plays with himself here.
Do we know what happens
That's
if a
gross.
warlock transforms into a vampire?
Warlock?
Mm-hmm.
You have a patron? Oh.
It's not Groot.
Twitch is here.
There you go.
Okay. Excuse me while I rearrange chat. Sorry.
Oh, I'm Lucille now.
It's not gross at all.
That is an interesting question, especially considering that the patron may have something to say about it, or may not be able to have a say in it. Can't say I've seen a warlock vampire before. You're a warlock?
No,
Oh.
Oops.
I'm a sorcerer.
Not me forgetting what class Lucille is.
You seemed more the type that had energy from within, rather than relying on someone else giving you your power, as is usually the case with the term warlock.
Yes. She just doesn't really pay attention
How
to
long
any
have you
of
two
us.
been friends?
Not very long.
I've wondered.
Fortunately.
If you could even call us friends at this point,
Mm.
after you've tried to stake me
I wonder why I did that.
and tried to stab me when I first woke up.
Uh-huh. Seemed like an excellent idea, and it still actually does.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
As much as I wish the best for both of you, I am sort of leaning on Gwyn's argument here, to be fair.
Uh-huh. See? Because we don't know if you're going to turn into one of those blood-sucking demons in just a day or two. You could be incoherent tomorrow, and we wouldn't be able to expect it. Then what?
Nothing matters tomorrow if I can't rescue Crane anyways.
Barum literally just takes like a stick that's on the ground and chucks it at them. Be like, I'm trying to get some rest here. Would you guys shut up?
Gwen's gonna, like, bat the stick away. Throw it on the ground.
You're so
If you
freaking
wanted
loud.
more sleep, you shouldn't be hanging out at the blacksmith's wagon. That's all I'm saying.
Where else am I supposed to go?
There's a giant warehouse. You don't have to be right here where it's warm and where there's food and where people are watching your back,
Oh my god.
just in case the spawn show up.
I feel like that's exactly where he
the
would
whole
want to be.
conversation has been laced with him just ting ting ting, bellows, and all the things that he's doing to get the silver melted.
It's not you
Speaking
that's
of which, is
keeping me
anybody-
awake, it's Gwen.
Well, that's a fair point. Is anybody keeping watch? I sure do hope those spawn don't decide to show up now, of all times.
I think
That
Andrew
would be
at
unfortunate.
least. He's normally sulking around somewhere.
Andril and Erlon
Sulking.
are in turret mode somewhere, which is what we call elvish
Yeah.
trance mode, because they can sleep without moving for 4 hours and keep their eyes open.
Mm-hmm. He usually has the good sense to at least, keep around for a little bit, so I think we'll be fine. Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm gonna let Barm get more rest now, so thank you.
Fine is a relative state in Barovia.
Well,
We
I
must
just hope it'll
always
get
keep an
better.
eye
I think we know who the favorite is.
All right, all right.
You want to say something, Lucia?
Barum needs to sleep and I need to work.
Fine. Well, I guess I'll just leave the rest of my questions for tomorrow. Or whenever. I doubt we'll have time, but...
We have to walk all the way back to camp, or to Vlaki. Plenty of time for questions then.
I need to think some
I
things
don't think
through
you understand
anyway.
how many questions she has.
Oh, I have an idea. I had a student once before.
I'm a student.
It seems I have a new one now.
I'm a student. Frog hands. They had to come out for that part. Well, I guess I'm gonna go out and watch with Andrel, so.
Okay. Andril and Aaron, are you two like doing the
They're
Legolas thing where you're
vibing.
just like, yeah,
They're
are you
just
two just elvish
vibing.
vibing in the corner?
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay. They're doing a
We're
Legolas.
the elf bros.
Yep.
Elf Bros chillin'.
Gwyn saunters over. Boosh, boosh, boosh.
I feel a disturbance of the force.
I think it
More
is
like
more
a
than
disturbance in the floorboards.
Call me fat Lucy.
Lucille's
Nope.
not there.
I know.
Stop RPing.
I'm just saying. Okay, Lucille. Lucille. Gwen is gonna just pop a squat. Pop a
Right in
little
front of
Going to the
us?
bathroom? My god.
No. She's
Aaron, Andril, seated Gwyn.
gonna
God.
just do crisscross applesauce on the floor and chill.
He's making
Pout.
applesauce.
No, she's not pouting. Maybe a little bit.
Barham
fine.
and Lucille, you two seem to be fast friends now. Do you two have a conversation while Rictavia works in the background?
I didn't have the peace signs right. Now I do.
I feel like she's become even more obsessed with stabbing me.
Because she's stupid. Can I sleep now?
Okay.
Alright, she's good.
Barham gets grumpy when he doesn't get his nappy.
Good RP. Gwyn.
Thanks. I feel like we had enough.
Yeah. What up?
Twitch saunters over
Twitch!
to Gwyn.
Hi, Twitch!
What is it, friend? How sad you look sad on your face. What is wrong? Would you? I would offer cheese, but I want it.
It's okay, Twitch. I don't need your cheese. You can have it.
Good. Anyway, what's wrong with you?
Yes. It's all happening kind of fast, you know? There's a lot to be done and not exactly a bunch of time to get it done.
Yes, it's hard dating. I understand.
Dating?
Yes.
Who do you think I'm dating, Twitch?
I don't know. It's none of my business.
I'm not dating anyone. I'm just trying to get my friend back.
I don't know. You're sitting and moping and talk about friend and big think in the brain. Say love.
I fucking love this character.
Which
You mean
I
you
don't
love
think that's
me.
anything for you to be concerned about.
I said I no care. I wonder.
Oh, you no care? Then why you come and ask me about it?
I come ask if sad. I can leave. You want leave? I leave then. Leave.
No!
Go back to cheese.
Don't leave. Gwen is gonna pat the spot next to her. Just sit down. Gwen likes to be near animals, so my cat's in the background. Did you just hear them?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was me too.
Can I ask what language Twitch speaks? Like, what do the
What language
Skavens speak?
you think I speak?
I'm not
Speaks
asking you for
mouse.
life, Twitch.
You are asking him, so ask
Oh my
him.
god.
What
Which-
do they have a language? No, they just speak like
Verminfolk
stupid
and
Verminfolk
stupid Cockney. Yes.
and stupid common, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
They speak vermin.
I wanted to speak a cool language.
Nope, there's not one. Nope.
It's just dumb
Rats
rat.
not very intelligent.
It's bad. It's English, but worse.
Yep.
Well, you need to be more careful anyway, Twitch. You don't need to be worrying about none of our problems when you're trying to get yourself killed just for a block of cheese.
I said I not care. I just do cause they ask. They ask
who
and
asked?
Relax.
The Velaki.
Yeah, I was here. They ask. I find friends and I find friends in city. I get cheese. I shoot good. I get cheese. This is how my life is right now, and it's okay. Someday I'd be great warrior, but I need to get big and strong. Cheese, more cheese will help. Dairy is good for our rats' bones. Yes. Do you?
I'm really proud of you, Twitch. Me with tears in my eyes because I'm laughing so hard.
I'm proud of me too. Do you remember last night that rat fucker I killed?
Shit.
Whoa.
It felt
Yeah.
good. I had to leave them all. They didn't like me, but I killed one. I killed one, and I do it again. I have to be better shooter.
Do it again,
better-
and I do it
better-
again, Bop
better
Bop!
witch.
Well, you certainly proved yourself, Twitch. I'll just say that.
Thank you, large woman.
Can you not call me large woman though?
You are a large woman.
I may be a large woman, but some of my kind will think it's rude.
I don't care. You are a large woman. Yes. Are
Why don't you
small?
just call me Gwen? I call you Twitch.
I'm not good at names.
You
Only
can try.
face.
Why don't you try? Gwen. You just say Gwen.
Gwen.
Gwen. You're so close. Gwen. Gwen. Just once.
Large woman.
No. Gwen. You can do it. I might find a way to get you some more cheese.
Gwen.
That was mighty fast, don't you think? Little bit fast when some cheese comes up, ain't it?
I practiced and I got good. You made me practice.
Right. Well, let's just say I might give you a block in the future, okay?
Andrew.
I will
What?
remember this.
Do you think she's flirting with the mouse man?
Which will remember.
I think she's going a little insane. I think so.
Hey, I can hear y'all. I'm right next to you.
Yes, we can hear you too. And we're trying to rest.
Well, y'all can rest with your eyes open anyway. It don't matter much.
Sorry, don't mean to be loud.
Screaming.
Let's go somewhere else.
I'll just follow you.
Oh my god. Is there any
Andrew, aren't you supposed to stay beside me anyway? That's the whole part of this protection pack.
protection from what?
He's rethinking the pack.
Just in case.
Who's protecting who here?
Just
Both of
in
us.
case- what?
In case anything comes out. We're haunting vampires right now. You don't think one might come out of the woodwork?
You have
That
Twitch.
one
You're
got
good.
away earlier.
Well, why can't you and Twitch just go somewhere else and be with each other? You clearly have a
Because-
thing for each other.
Oh my god. Aaron, I'm gonna need you to stop that right now.
Oh, she's blushing.
Druid?
Mhm.
They have spells, yes.
Yes.
You can turn into rat thing?
Oh no, please no! Don't do this to me, Bobby! Don't do
Yeah.
this to me!
You've heard the big
It's just question. I just wonder. I Druid. I heard very strong, magical, maybe rats.
You know she can catch shillelagh upon a staff.
It's okay. I gotta go think about something. Bye.
Okay, bye!
And he scurries off.
Oh no! Twitch is gonna fucking jerk off to the thought of druid rats! Twitch, please, no!
Dim druid cheeks, though.
Oh my
You
god.
did this to yourself.
I'm
Perfect.
crying. I didn't do this, Aran did this!
He wants to
Aron
be
did this to
cheese.
yourself.
Rex,
I
I'll
love
remember
it
this.
when a plan comes together.
We're just your wingman.
Oh my god. Kill me now.
The hours pass. Rictavio is able to finish silvering several weapons. He gives an axe and a scimitar over to Aaron. He gives silvered crossbow bolts to Twitch. He gives crossbow bolts and an axe to Barum. Andril now has his two new blades, the Reckless Twins, which I've added to your inventory,
Which I've
along
read to me
with
looks
their
scary.
rule set. And the party is now well equipped for the return journey.
Let's go!
Where are we off to, Rictavio?
I'm ready for fights. Oh.
We might want to get Casimir back to the Vistani camp, or we can head straight back to Valaki, look for these bones. It's up to y'all.
If we're going to attempt to resurrect Train, the bones are of utmost priority.
I agree.
Fair enough. Well, I suppose you're sticking with us for now, Casimir. Let's beat off. And with
What
that,
the fuck is Casimir again?
the Vistani that was with you, that led you
Oh.
to the warehouse.
Dude, he was still there.
He's a very quiet dude. He's the one that was getting whipped by Luvash when you guys first arrived, and Arabelle
R.I.P.
was the daughter.
R.I.P. that pussy. Eh?
What?
Nothing.
No, somebody else is saying something. AC, was that you?
AC. He was making the whip noise.
Oh.
Right.
So there are
R.I.P. that pussy.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people depart the warehouse, leaving Rictavio's wagon behind. He feeds the tiger, the armored tiger that he has in his possession, and he says, "Don't worry, I'll be back. I'm sure we'll be doing more vampire hunting very soon. For now, let's part ways once again. But I will be
What's
back.
the tiger's
Trust
name
me."
again?
Wasn't it just Bob?
No.
No, that's not what I said.
It was
What did
like
I-
Tony or something.
Tony?
No, it was like fancy. I don't remember.
Tony is fancy.
Tony's face. I'm Tony the Tiger. There
I forgot. I only thought it was Tony because of Tony the Tiger.
Oh yes, I'd love you to come home and meet my family. Here's
I'm
my
gonna need to
father.
look at
He's a
the,
billionaire.
I'm gonna
His
need to
name
look
is
at the last
Tony.
session because I know what I know I came up with something as a name because you did like do speak with animals, but I
Yeah.
completely forgot what it was and I don't
To
To
know.
be
I
fair,
have no
I
idea
didn't
what
write
it
it
is
down,
either.
so oops.
It was right at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Tony. Was I just that dumb and just named him Tony the Tiger?
There's a
I
very
think it was like
strong
Antonio or
possibility.
something.
Ah, you know what?
It might be Antonio.
Antonio makes complete sense.
Mhm.
Maybe I was that one step more clever.
Uh
It
huh.
does.
From-
it makes
from
a lot of
absolute-
sense.
dumb as hell.
you can call me Anthony.
So, 8 people depart the warehouse. It is still very early in the morning. The sun still has not shone, but given the amount of time that has passed this eve, it can't be far off the rising of the sun. And so, you make your way back towards Vallaki. I'm assuming you guys are trying to go straight into Vallaki then? As in,
By
like,
whatever route
towards town?
doesn't get us killed. No, why'd you delete it, Noodle? Oh, there we go.
I had to fix a spelling error.
That's,
Oh no, Noodle.
perfect.
That was like platinum coin worthy.
Yep.
Boy.
Um,
No.
Gold's not enough.
that's
Good
that's a
God.
point of discussion. We can follow the trail back to the Vistani camp and probably be a little bit safer because at least the Vistani are there, or we can depart straight through the woods. This is Rictavio speaking. Departing straight through the woods is much, much quicker, but it's the woods.
It's dawn right now.
It is just before dawn. Dawn any minute now.
Is it entirely possible that we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone by going through the woods? If the vampire spawn are there, perhaps we might run into them, and I know you are eager to kill them.
It's a fair point. All right. Through the woods it is.
I guess the fastest way is fine with me.
Then let us be off. And with
Lucio,
that-
seeing the sun kind of come up, does anyone have a large hat?
Does anybody have a really wide-brimmed white hat?
It's probably
Biggest
fine,
of
Lucille.
hats.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you gotta love the woods picture,
night.
the standing.
What the fuck are those?
I don't have a hat, but I happen to have a sea cloak. The hood might be useful.
Zoinks.
Yeah.
I will gladly take anything to keep the sun off me.
We'll shed the rather heavy standard sea cloak of common sailors and hand it over to him.
The ever-present
mad.
fog of Barovia pulls in close as you pick your way northward. Fortunately, although the fog around you is quite dense, you can still see up into the sky for brief moments. Strahd being in basically control of the weather means that the days are always completely fog choked, but the nights are surprisingly clear. And the moon provides some kind of trajectory aim, keeping it on your right at this moment, heading northward. You're able to make some decent pace as you pick your way through the underbrush. The rustling of leaves and the occasional howl of a faraway wolf are the only sounds penetrating the night. Andril.
Oh no.
Yes.
I know
That's
you're
never a good
so
sign.
excited I said your name first.
Yeah.
You are stepping through the woods, leaping lightly over tree roots and branches. Oh, I should do that. Thank you, Frank. I should
It
have
is spook time.
moonlighting too. It is the spook time.
Spooky, spooky.
You are watching your footing, keeping an eye out for tree roots, careful not to be getting tripped up, trying to keep an eye on the rest of your party. When at one point, as you step over a log, you look down and are kind of startled for a second because you realize there's a hand, an arm
Zombie.
laid out right next to your foot.
Oh.
You look quickly and see the rest of the body, and it's an elven person. An elf in battle armor and dead. It looks like they've been stabbed multiple times and they are laid out on the trail.
Jinkies.
What the fuck?
That boy needs some
Legs.
You keep looking around and you realize that rather than twigs and branches and dead leaves around you, there's now just grass and blood streaks going through the grass and a couple of swords scattered about, pieces of armor, more bodies, elven bodies wearing battle armor strewn about you. The familiarity of it starts to hit you. This is that day that you almost died.
The fuck?
These are your comrades who fell in that same battle.
Bill.
Striding through the now battlefield out of the fog is a tall, dark-skinned drow warrior. Very familiar to you because
Is he your
this
lover?
is the one who stabbed you that day.
Oh,
So
snap.
he is your lover.
Bastard! This war will end with you and your kind! And he moves to stab you. Andrew, roll initiative.
Oh my god.
I can't.
The game is paused.
Game is paused.
Counter. Unpause the game.
My cat is like fucking about to jump on that shelf. I swear to God, I will kill her if she does it.
She's staring down at the very moment.
Don't do
She's
it.
currently. She keeps looking over at you and going.
Her little brain is like, there's nothing behind those eyes within me. Nothing.
Just blink.
Do not do that. What do you?
Are you able to roll now, Andrew, or do you need a token?
I will check. Nope.
Stop.
Okay, let me add your token.
Okay then.
I'm not the map isn't the important part. It's just, that you're there.
Speak with
Oh,
Oh,
animals.
it's
There
Amy.
we
I
go.
can confirm she has no brain.
She's
Techbug.
no brain.
Techbook, roll for the drow warrior. The initiative.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Hold on.
What plus is that? I never have initiative on these.
It should be all on there. He is a +4.
Where
Plus
is that?
4.
I don't
It's
see that.
dexterity. It's the dexterity +4.
That's what I
Because his
thought. Okay.
initiative is just dexterity plus the roll. Did you do it a
Oh,
hidden
shoot.
roll? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay. You get to go first, Mr. Drow Warrior. Make your multi-attack.
Shit.
Well,
Got him.
Does an 11 hit you, Andrew?
Nope.
All right, make your next attack. You get multi-attack with the short sword. What about that one?
Ouch.
Yep.
Roll your 1d6 plus 4
Ooh.
plus 3d6.
Holy
Ooh.
shit.
Wow.
That's a poison sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Andrew's getting stabbed.
That
You
ain't
take
great.
11 points of poison damage and 4 points of piercing damage.
Where are we?
Nowhere to be seen yet. Andrew,
But I was there.
it's your turn.
Oh, snap.
Ugh. Question though.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have reckless twins technically?
You do have your reckless twin still.
I'll use them. Why not?
Go for it. Are you attacking recklessly?
Yeah?
Okay, that means you have advantage on the attack roll. So when you click attack, make sure you click advantage.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
I imagine that hits, so roll damage. Yeah, it is. And unfortunately, you don't get sneak attack because I don't think is it fancy footwork or no, it's the rakish audacity, right? You don't need advantage to use your sneak attack against a creature. No other creatures. You don't have disadvantage. Oh, you can roll your sneak attack damage because of how rakish audacity works. So you can roll one other d6 if you would like. I'm sure you will.
Yep.
All right, 2 extra damage, and now you can roll with the other reckless twin. Again, advantage.
Yay.
Nice.
That hit.
25. Roll damage. Okay. That should be your turn. That's your 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Drow, it's your turn again. Mr. Drow?
I think
He think.
I cast darkness.
Okay. Magical darkness encompasses the area around you.
And then I attack him.
Okay. Don't forget, well, you hit, but don't forget you have advantage, so you can roll one more time to see if you get the 20 because he recklessly attacked last turn. You do get the 20.
Oh,
There it is, baby.
Roll the damage.
Oh, no wonder I kill so many people, right?
Oh god.
13
What?
plus the crit. 17.
30 damage, baby. And he is fucked. Fuckarootied.
Darkness envelops you, not only from without, but from within, claiming your consciousness, Andril. The drow steps away into the inky void and moves on to kill more of your comrades. But as all hope seems lost, a tall figure comes striding out of the darkness towards you.
Is me?
Lucille!
It's me.
You are carefully, clankingly picking your way through the woods, trying to make your way to the town of Valaki. You have all this ring mail on, it's clinking everywhere. You're upset with Gwyn, so you're kind of kicking your feet every once in a while, thinking about how she's just... It's all going to be over in 12 hours anyway, so maybe she can just, put up with it and help you at least get your brother back. Like, geez, is that too much to ask of a person?
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
And you step on
nice to
really,
everyone
really
else but
soft
me.
ground. Much softer than the rest of the area. Your foot doesn't sink too deeply, but you like miss a step almost because your foot hits this really soft patch. It's a small 6 foot by 3 foot rectangle in the ground that looks freshly dug. There's a stone at the top of the grave,
Oh my God.
for what it seems, and on that stone is carved a epitaph written by Gwyn several days ago that says, "Here lies Crane Athair." The rest of the words blur out in your vision because you realize this is your brother's grave.
You just stepped on your dead brother, dog.
Shut up, Gwyn.
I know I buried him better. Lucille's just going to drop to his knees, just kind of staring at it, placing his hand on it, and just saying, "If only I were here. If only I had been there." maybe you would still be here. But I guess if we don't accomplish this, I'll be seeing you again soon anyways.
Another hand joins yours on the top of the grave. He'll come back. Don't worry. You look up, and there is a very fair to look upon elvish woman who is dressed all in black from the top to the bottom, completely invisible body, just her head visible above the black as night dress. And her skin is as pale as moonlight while she looks at you with a soft, almost knowing smile on her face.
Can you be so sure?
He belongs to me.
And who would you be?
I am Erandis Vol. Your brother was one of my children, you might say.
I don't see the connection here, considering if he was your children, then that would make me your son as well, and I remember our mother quite well.
I'm sure you do. I do not question your memory. But in the days before your brother departed for this terrible place, he made a deal with me and awoke me from a long, long slumber. And I have a mind to bring him back myself, but the lord of this land is being quite obstinate in our negotiations.
At this point, Lucille is just going to stand up. What do you need me to do?
I need you to be the instrument that brings him back. And I need you to make the right choice when the time comes.
Consider it done.
Good lad. We may speak again sometime. I would hate to see your potential wasted on that petulant child that calls himself a count.
It seems as though I did offer him my services if my brother came back. And it seems as though he's not the most lovely person.
If his deal isn't very fair, then if he were not the lord of this land anymore, would you consider working for someone else?
If you bring my brother back, then I would be very much obliged to help the new lord of this land.
Do your part, and I'll do mine. And she disappears into the fog.
What the
Barham!
fuck is going on?
Barham!
Yeah.
It's your turn. Oh, the phone. You are striding through the underbrush, dodging roots, dodging twigs like everybody else, trying not to make a sound, thinking about those days back in your village when you would complete hunts for the rest of your tribespeople, moving stealthily and with purpose, hunting the great loxodons that would traverse that land, when suddenly you smell a familiar smell that takes you back to a specific day not too long ago. Burning wood and bodies on the air, and the smell of blood still fresh, too fresh, and you realize you're emerging into a familiar small square, the gathering area of your tribal people. You're back in that village on that day when you had just returned from the hunt and had found it all torched to the ground. There are dead dragonborn scattered about you, but one is still breathing, which is unlike that day when you'd found no survivors. This one has several wounds in his side, and he's bleeding black blood onto the ground, but he still breathes weakly, raspily.
Oh, Barham, is that you?
I am going to run over and like grab him. Be just like, wait, who is this? Which person is this? Is this like the? You didn't say.
This is one of your tribesmen.
Okay.
He doesn't seem familiar at the moment. You thought you knew each and every member of your tribesmen by name, and you should have. You're a bard. That is your duty. You know all of them. You educate them. You tell them your people's stories. This one is a stranger, and yet here he is, stabbed through and knows you by name.
So I run over and I'm kind of like looking over him, you know, trying to like stop the bleeding from where he's hurt. And I'm just asking what happened. Like, what happened? What happened to the village? And I'm kind of like thinking, like, I don't recognize this person, but it must be just because of the chaos. Like, my brain isn't all right, you know, kind of thing. What happened? Are you all right? What?
No, not all is well. I am fine now, but I bring you a message from beyond the veil of this world. I cannot speak except through the visage of this terrible day, because of the will of that Count Strahd von Zarovich. But I am one of the Dragonborn beyond Barovia, and I speak to you now through the guise of one of your tribesmen. I am sorry for what happened on that day, but you are close to uncovering the truth.
Are you saying this has to do with the Count?
Yes. Yes. You must uncover the truth. You must find the ones who gave Strahd his power. They are responsible for what happened to you and your people.
Where do I need to go? Who do I need to talk to?
We have sent an ally to you. He seeks Barovia even now, a Dragonborn. He has made his way to Barovia. You must find him. He will find you, and you will find each other at the Temple of the Dragon.
What, Noodle?
It is the will of the Dragon Council that the two of you work together and bring justice to our people.
Where is this Temple of the Dragon, brother?
You must find it. It is somewhere in Barovia. Our eyes, our sight cannot pierce this veil. I can only send you this message.
And at this Barum just kind of clasps his hand with the Dragonborn and like holding it tightly like to his chest and is just nodding and he's just like, I will do this. I will fix what happened to our village.
I know you will. There is strength in you. You will bring the justice to our people. And the fog encircles and covers these two Dragonborn, bidding each other farewell. Errol!
Yes.
You are picking your way through the forest, and you're actually generally in the back of the party, right? I think that was usually... it's either Gwyn or... Are you usually in the front?
I'm usually in the front, yeah.
Okay.
I'm one of the pickier boys.
You're leading the way. Oh, it's Gwyn that's usually in the back. That's right. You're leading the way with Rictavio when the fog begins to encroach upon you. You turn to look back and realize that the fog has become so opaque that the rest of the party has disappeared for a moment. You pause, hoping that, they're just going to appear right behind you. You just got a little too far ahead. You could hear them tramping through the woods like mere seconds ago. You think this is going to be fine. And you realize that the foggy darkness, the grayish and the moonlight filtering through from above turns darker and darker, and it becomes more tentacular. There are writhing, wriggling shapes in the dark. Hey, Elder God! Techbug. I think I'm looking the right way on the camera. Nope, I need to look this way. Techbug!
Yeah.
Speak to your servant.
My servant. What do you wish? you know from me?
First, I wish to know what souls please you the most. It seems that lately the souls I've been delivering you have been not as delectable as perhaps you might wish.
It's because they're weak. I want strong souls. Anything strong. Strong evil, strong good. Just give me strength, and I will be pleased with you, my child.
Does the rat twitch count?
Does he count?
You know,
Very
of who I-
strong.
He's
He's
strong
survived.
world. I would be pleased with him.
I will bear this in mind. Also, um, I suppose this gift you have bequeathed me, what is it capable of?
Well, I am a water god, you know.
Yes,
The
this is why I
dark,
serve you.
evil waters. And so this is my way of bequeathing the power of water bending unto you.
I see. And once I leave this land, how may I serve you continually?
If you leave this land, you mean, you would be lucky to not be undead by the time you are out of the city limits again. That's why you have the eye. Just use the souls that you can find, and someday you can escape into the dark sea with me.
And perhaps serve your eternal army of darkness, yes?
Yes, and there are many, many, many more of us to be pleased with other souls. So I hope you understand who you were speaking to.
I do. I have but two more questions. First of all, how many souls must I take in your name?
The more powerful that you give me, the less we will need to complete the transformation. You must become pure to be able to live with us. This I will help.
And then my final question, what must be done to awaken your power? In all things, in this realm and in others.
You must always respect the deep, dark waters.
Then it shall be as you command, my lord.
Good. I grow tired of your wailings. You may go. I no longer wish to speak to you for now. Just feed me more, and I will be pleased.
As you wish.
Good. Get out of here.
You get the sensation, Aaron, as the conversation comes to a close, that someone else had wanted to speak with you at this moment, perhaps send you a vision, but there was a bit of intervention taking place. Somewhat gratefully, maybe time will tell. Which brings us to who's left?
Yes.
It's Quinn!
I knew it was
Gwyn,
Yeah.
you emerge from the fog and you see a shape upon a hill.
Oh, I get a whole fucking. Oh, it's the. Okay.
A windmill. Its great fans turning creakily and slowly in the non-existent wind is visible upon a hilltop nearby. And you are gazing at it, and you have a deep, deep hunger in your soul, not just in your body, but in your soul, for something that dwells there in that windmill. As you are gazing upon it, you're interrupted by a loud caw from above. Caw! Caw! You look up, and there's a
Just like that
one-eyed,
one.
red-eyed raven looking down at you.
Hi again.
Caw!
What are you trying to tell me? Should I go there?
Caw! Caw!
Very specific.
Looks at you, and it looks at the windmill.
Okay.
And it looks at you, and it looks at the windmill.
You hear it? It's doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It's doing it on the ambience.
The ambience does it, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's calling. Okay, I can go there, but I didn't think you would be here.
Caw! Caw!
No? No?
Caw!
But I think I need to.
More ravens drift in from the sides and stand on top. There are 4 small stones around the mill, and you see that each one has at least 2 or 3 ravens on it in compass directions around the windmill.
I'm gonna start taking steps toward the windmill.
Okay. You gingerly make your way towards the windmill, and you swear as you get closer you can hear a sound coming from within. The mill part of the windmill actually turning within, grinding something, but it's not grains. Grain would sound like powder being made. It's snapping, hideous bone snapping sounds coming from within the bone grinder mill. You get close enough now that you're within range of the stones around the windmill, and you can see that they are all broken and covered in some kind of hideous slime, like an algae-like slime, but it reeks of a foul odor. The ravens peck at the stones, and you can see where the rock has split, there are sigils carved into the stone that have been split apart when the rock broke, and some of this part of the sigil is over here and some part of the sigil is over here. The ravens peck at the rock.
Can I look at the symbols to see if I can recognize them?
Sure. You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana. Gonna be a no from me, dog.
You don't know exactly what these sigils would have done, but there is something somewhat familiar about their purpose to you. It looks like the kind of sealing magic that you had worked on when you were an apprentice to be a gatekeeper druid back in your former life, you might say. The druids of the gatekeepers had a particular habit of scrawling nature's magical sigils onto places that contained great evil. And if they were kept intact by the gatekeepers who became their children and their children's children, then the evils would never arise again. But these sigils, all 4 of them, on each waystone and compass points around the windmill, have been cracked, shattered, and desecrated by this slime, this unnatural goo.
Okay. Can I approach the windmill?
You get closer to the windmill, and as you do, the one-eyed raven caws extremely loudly from the edge of the woods. Caw, 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 caw. But he's kind of distant now. You're at the door of the windmill. What do you do? At this point, other ravens are calling at you from the waystones. You're surrounded by a cacophony of bird sounds. Caw, caw, almost in warning.
Yeah. I don't have to speak with animal. Can I? I'm gonna back away.
Okay.
I'm gonna back away.
The calling de-intensifies.
I'm still feeling this longing towards the windmill, though. Or is it towards the graves?
You are still feeling the longing towards the windmill, yes. But it's not something that you can't overcome by willpower if you wanted. Although it feels like you're ripping your soul in two.
And I go to the graves and attempt
Watchstones.
Okay.
There are no graves.
You said graves.
Watch those stones.
You said stones, I guess.
Yes, stones.
Can I see if there's anything beneath the stones?
You look around at the base of the stones and it looks like the stone is all that's there.
There's no sign of it being dug up or anything like that?
Placed a long time ago, probably, and then desecrated. The one-eyed raven at the edge. Caw! 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 And then he flies off into the woods. Still calling, like getting more distant. You can hear him still calling in the woods.
I'll follow him.
Okay. You depart, leaving the windmill behind.
My chest ripping out.
Chest ripping out. And you almost trip on the fallen body of Andril.
Oh, shit.
Andril is lying on the ground, eyes closed, and is not moving.
I'm gonna shake him.
Andril, you wake up from the utter darkness to see the tall figure that saved you there once more.
As I'm shaking him, I'm gonna be like, Andril, what happened?
What?
What? You were just lying here.
Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you. It's Gwen. I'm looking around. I swear I saw the one-eyed raven again.
I think you're losing it.
Well, you're the one lying on the ground, and you think I'm losing it.
Yes.
Barham is crouched nearby. Just Barham.
Okay. I'm gonna call over to Barham. Barham, can you hear me?
Can I hear her?
Yeah, you can hear her.
Can I hear her?
I just wanted to make sure. He kind of startles and then looks over at Gwen and I guess Andril and he's just like, "Hey."
Hi.
Lucille appears from behind a tree as if he's just been walking through the woods the whole time.
Lucille?
Andrew's still on the ground looking at
Andrew, are you injured? Can you get up?
I thought elves didn't need to sleep.
Andrew, you are uninjured.
Thank God.
What happened? What?
I don't know. You were the one passed out here.
He jumps to his feet.
Okay. That's good that you can walk, but I don't understand why everyone was here. I was.
Barham's just staring at his hand and at the spot on the floor where his fallen dragonborn had been. He's just staring there, really confused, what the heck just happened?
Octavio appears behind Lucille, and Aaron appears ahead, further northward, and as if he's coming back, you all have just been too slow. What's the hold up here?
I think I'm going crazy.
Me too?
What happened?
I saw him again. The one-eyed raven.
Oh.
And I
He
saw
was
a tall
leading me
woman.
away from the windmill.
I saw.
Was it me?
No,
Lady
she was
domestic.
prettier.
Aaron? Andrew, everything okay? Barham?
I do not know of what you speak. Nothing happened to me.
I don't know. I'm feeling light on my feet, though.
I was back at my
Strange.
village.
You were back in your village?
Yeah, it felt so real.
Bog must be playing tricks on us.
Except perhaps for me, but that could be because of my experience at sea.
Whatever.
Dogs are not unusual for me.
This is a test in metagaming to see if everybody can keep what they saw in their visions to themselves.
Well, I guess we should just keep going. It
The
has
quicker
to be
we're
a
out of the woods,
place-
the better. Right,
yeah. Yeah. Which?
Twitch? Right, Twitch?
Did we lose Twitch?
Twitch is dead.
Twitch is
Twitch-
dead. He's in the
Twitch
woods.
is having a vision.
Twitch is just surrounded by cheese.
Yeah.
He's just gnawing on a stump. just like,
Mountains of fog cheese. All right, let's get out of
There
these
he
woods.
is. Okay.
The 7 of us shall depart, and you guys make your way out of the woods. You emerge onto the outskirts of Valaki, town of. Let me. Is this it? Close enough. You guys aren't inside yet, but the Valaki map.
Close
You guys can see a couple of houses still have some candles on. And thankfully, the sun appears to be just rising, and rushing to meet it, almost with like a gale wind effect, are clouds rushing to block off the sunlight. And so it's going to be a very foggy, but thankfully well lit morning in a moment. But that leaves the plan up to you. What does the party decide to do?
I
Plus
think we
Octavio
should
and
go
Twitch.
Find the bones as we were planned to do.
How, pray tell, do you plan to do that, Graydon? Not that I'm a disbeliever in this capable hands of this party, but I don't think you're welcome back in town.
I don't know. I was just gonna go up there. I was the one chasing Lucille anyway, so I feel like I should be good to go.
Yes,
You
but
think
you
so?
were seen
Wow, you're so
with me
naive.
as a party. I don't think that they would allow someone who was in my party to just wander in hooty-dooty-doo.
It is a very small town, and with a small town comes small town sensibilities. If you all came into town together and you all left town together, you all are together. In
The
death
question-
and in undeath.
The
Hear
question
that,
I
Gwyn?
have
You're stuck
is,
with me.
they would certainly most easily recognize Luciol as they were talking about the horned one.
Mm.
Gwyn is, how shall I put this lightly, easily noticed.
Unique.
And
Perhaps
I am terrifying.
Lucio
Oh,
looking up
yeah.
at her.
You are horrifying, Twitch, you are right.
And Barum, well, I have the greatest respect for you, Barum, but you're a dragonborn and you're quite rare. But perhaps the 2 elves could slip easily in through town and not be noticed as easily?
An interesting suggestion.
I recall Rick Tavio saying that he would probably be able to sneak in quite unnoticed.
Maybe. It's true.
Maybe.
Well, I can knock on the door and see if they let me in. That's the best I can hope for. They let me in before, so hopefully they do it again.
Perhaps Andril, Rictavio, and I attempt to gain access to town. And perhaps the others of you go investigate the rat attack upon the walls. Or gain a head start on us to the...
Didn't we already take care of that?
There may
Did we-
be a
don't
breach in the
remember.
walls that could be used to get access to the church. You need to be at the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You do
Yes.
It
indeed.
might be good to know that there is ingress available on the church side of town.
I'm down.
All right. I am taking the elf bros with me, you might say.
Rose.
Twitch, who are you going with?
Can I go with who would be most tactical to go to with large woman? Yes, I will go with her.
I will not turn you down.
On the girlfriend.
Did something happen between you two? You seem awfully
Nothing
Go
happened.
with large woman.
close.
But,
Nothing happened.
this is what
They're
she
quite
would want
chummy
you to
together.
believe.
Hmm.
Listen, Twitch, I'll tell
Oh,
you.
got it. Got it. Barb
I'll
kind
tell
of
you
like
what
just
my
nods
papa
and
used to tell
winks.
me, Twitch. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll hit the stars.
Good thing I am good shooter.
Rictavio, please don't encourage Twitch, okay?
He needs all the help he can get. He's an up-and-coming
For
vampire
what?
hunter.
An up and coming vampire hunter. I like it. I like it. I want some more of it.
We'll just keep quiet, Twitch, okay?
That is a fair point, Mr. Twitch. We need to try to keep all of us as quiet as possible. You understand?
Yes, I can be very.
Just think of the booty you might score.
That was a good joke.
All right.
Oh
The
my
party
God.
splits up.
Wait,
Rictavio,
wait,
Andril, and Aaron.
Say the joke again.
No, do not say it again! Don't say it again!
I said, just think of the booty you might score.
That was a good joke.
Twitch will remember that.
You.
Gwyn will remember
say
that.
Say it again.
All right. Aaron,
committing it to
Andril, and
memory.
Rictavio decide to disguise themselves and try to make their way into town. Gwyn, Luciel, Barum, and Twitch making their separate way to the north side, northwestern edge of town, where the church borders the wall and where the rats had attempted to breach the palisade surrounding Vallaki. Andril and Gwyn, can you guys both roll a d6?
Sure.
Thank you.
5.
Can you guys roll it again?
What the fuck?
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Gwyn's group will go first.
Okay.
The group with Gwyn. Not proclaiming ownership that Gwyn owns this party or anything.
The group containing Gwyn.
The
You know,
group
Gwyn's
containing
group.
Gwyn.
The one containing Gwyn.
Right.
The party
Gwyn's
where
group.
Gwyn can be found.
I'm dead.
Gwyn can be found in this group. The four of you make your way around the edge of town, trying to stay as far as possible. Not particularly caring if anybody sees you outside town at this point, but just trying not to get immediately gunned down and staying too close. Just keeping Vallaki within eyesight over the edge. You cross the road, the Svalage Road, on the eastern or the western edge of town, coming close to the spot where the cultists and the rats had attempted to waylay you on that one day when you were going back into town. That was yesterday. That seems like ages ago. Yesterday morning, you were attacked in this vicinity. And for that reason, I need all four of you to make perception checks to see if you guys are keeping a close watch out on your vicinities. And as we look at the perception checks, we need to have our mid-break.
Me and Baramar.
Lucille's just like,
Lucille's
He's
alive
just
now
chilling.
over there.
He's just
I was about
vibing,
to ask you
man.
if I can
Mhm.
where is he located? Where's my
Who?
boy located in
Which?
the NPC's action thing?
It's under
Oh, there he
NPCs.
is.
I made him a
Okay. I just wanted
character.
to make sure I could pull up his chart, you know.
He also has a crossbow now, a silvered crossbow. I made sure he had it in his inventory.
I like.
It's the mid-break. Any of the players that need to take a pee break or get some new drink,
Tea
now's the
break.
time.
Me.
But in the
tea break.
meantime, those of you who are watching, if you would like to partake in this
I wanna
week's
hear the
giveaway,
word first.
now's the time.
Giveaway
Now's the
You're going to need
time.
to type a specific word or set of words into Twitch chat to be entered. You do not have to follow. You do not have to be subscribed. This is not supported by Twitch in any way, shape, or form. This is only a Port Bluff giveaway. With that out of the way,
Disclaimer.
I want you to type Big Titty Druid GF.
Stop. I hate it
Wow, what have I started? It's amazing.
here. Dude. Alright, I'll be right back.
I
I'm
have
going to pee.
shipped Twitch and the Druid.
Shipping
I'm sad I went inhale instead of exhale for the fish god.
Aw. That is rougher, isn't it?
No, it's just not as like It's not as rough if you, like, it's the same amount if you know what you're doing. But like,
Look at Coochie, he's on it.
the thing is, it's just like not as. It's you have to like practice a ton and have like a really solid. You have to really stretch that diaphragm to get it to not be like all wavy and stuff, and like break up really bad and sound like too breathy. You have to do it like just right, and it's kind of like difficult to do just right. But I was also like but also water creature, so maybe slightly appropriate. I don't know.
I liked it. I'm just one man, but I liked it.
That's fine.
I felt like all that played fairly well, or how I wanted it to play, I should say.
Okay, good. I was just winging it. You know, I don't know anything we're ever doing.
3 people are still gone. Do you think they noticed? I didn't drum it up really big because he's not supposed to talk. Do you think anybody's noticed Casimir yet?
I don't pay attention.
Shut up, Aaron.
So. I honestly barely. I pay attention half the time.
Fair enough.
So
what were you
know.
saying, Rex? Sorry, I didn't want to. I was
just
being funny.
I noticed when you said 7 instead of 8.
Good. Someone saw something.
But I wasn't really. I was just like, either it's deliberate or DB can't count.
Nope, it's deliberate.
But Aaron wouldn't really notice or care if he didn't.
Fair
notice.
Fair enough.
He's now consumed with trying to find a way to get Twitch's soul.
Consumed by trying to kill Twitch.
Well, you completely ignored when I asked you the question in your private chat.
That's true.
I was like, how do you feel about me killing Twitch? So
I had to
answer. So
I know. I opened myself up for that one because I was still thinking about it and then didn't get a thought in time.
I feel like I gave a good enough answer.
I felt like it was good. Yeah. That's what I would have ended up with. Oh,
I just put my brain into whatever it is, and at that time I was the demon sea god. No.
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping everybody else realizes, like, on down the line about the Casimir thing. Maybe it'll be a little bit spooky because I didn't want to drum it up super big because otherwise it would be too obvious.
Uchi auto wins.
Might be. There's a little bit of time left, but he is the only one here for now. Uchi, it's a secret. Don't tell anyone.
maybe it's just me, but it feels like chat's been a lot quieter.
Yeah. Did Luna show up at all? I thought Luna was all about this. I'm scrolling back up, but I don't see it. I see.
She said she thought it was 7.
Noodle.
She was here earlier, right? No, she came in. She comes in late all the time. So
Yeah.
Well, she was like ready, and then she realized it's like, oh, it's not 7.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah,
even
she
see her at the
happened.
beginning. Maybe she fell asleep. I pinged, so
Right.
hopefully she would have seen it, but unfortunate. I'll let Coochie win. I ain't scared.
Coochie, I, as far as I'm concerned, Coochie can auto win this every fucking week. I don't give a shit. Coochie can farm. Coochie can
Farm
be
my
like, "You
giveaway
guys."
list.
He can let you guys. There's a fucking Twitch channel, and they just, if you watch their dumbass D&D thing, you don't even have to act invested. You just have to listen at around like an hour and a half, and then like you just get a free game. It's sick, dude. And he's got like good games. He's got like Grand Theft Auto and shit, you know?
We can help.
Why is no one entering giveaway?
Just
Put in your
fucking
code.
farming XP.
I was hoping Mac would enter. Mac seemed like he needed to pick me up, but I'd still coin toss it if he was here.
Like he needed to pick me up.
He did! He was in the chat the other day talking about how rough his work is. I feel for him.
Oh,
Mac,
well,
if you're
yeah,
listening
true.
but you can't type, we love you. We're glad
Yeah, I
you're
feel
here.
that. So
Where does he work, isn't it? Oh, he is here! Hey, we're having
Power
a
of
giveaway.
Things.
If you want to enter...
we're having a giveaway, idiot.
We're having a giveaway. If you want to enter, type Big Titty Druid GF. You were on a call with your grandpa. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's no
We interrupted.
excuse.
Yes, it is.
No.
Always make time for grandpa because I'm probably going to be one day.
Lil J Mac, you know what? You're a pretty cool dude, but honestly, fuck your grandfather.
Yikes.
That
Don't
bug is
listen
full
to
of evil.
him.
Enter the giveaway. Type Big Titty Druid GF in chat, and I will enter you. Yep, there you go. Coochie, you have competition now. I'm sorry we did
Oh
this to you.
shit! Now it's a coin toss, baby.
Yep, coin flip. Unless Gruff shows up in 3 minutes. Noodle's still not
might.
here? Yeah, Noodle's still not here. Kanani's here.
I'm back.
AC and Rex are here.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Many things, Coochie. Many things.
You know, Coochie's post Deadbolt Tech Bug days, so he doesn't know the mayhem that is Man Love Monday.
Nope.
When I get internet, I'm hoping it's this week, by the way, because the contract that I signed, their maximum time limit expires in 9 days.
What do you mean by the mayhem? Oh, because you said tech. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, because the mayhem of Man Love Monday. Like,
Oh my god.
nobody
no,
streams
I'm so
like
cancered,
we do.
bro. You don't
We're
even
just
know.
straight up cancer machines. I'm just over here trying to play the straight man. Like, Rex has seen us a time or two. He watched some of our Total War shenanigans.
Total War, Duck Game, the Juice Game.
Bro, I just have some adult juice.
Yeah,
Adult
That's what
use.
you have to say on this
the
platform,
Juice,
right?
the Juice
Yeah.
Game was cancer.
I just get some adult juice, and then I'm like, I'm
What was-
already cancer without adult juice.
What was the
is the
juice
thing,
game?
too.
Whatever it was like some
The
weird,
juice game, I have it on my desktop still.
like
Juice World.
Yeah,
I have it updated to the most recent version.
He
'cause I'm
updated.
that-
There's new boss fights.
Yeah,
Oh my
I know. I
God.
have it updated.
That should be what we play.
I have it updated.
That
Like,
was
I'm not even
cancer.
joking with you. I've been following it slightly.
That was so. Yeah, he's like doing updates. He's got like boss fights and a car. He has a car that works better than Cyberpunk cars now.
Bro, that game is so stupid, and I'm just glad that you were like, wow, you just completely fucking broke this game, didn't you? Like, broke it into the ground, apparently.
Snapped it in half. By God, he's broken Juice World with a steel chair.
God darn it, we gotta get some better fucking programmers in this shit.
Meanwhile, Carmel dancing in the background going again.
Duck Game was some of y'all's best content. Like that's what really got me hooked for a while.
Game.
Oh, because Jason's there too, and Jason's
then-
fun. Jason's fun when he's having fun.
And then the battle simulator, the best battle simulator or whatever that game is.
Oh yeah, actual battle simulator. They added pirates. I'm gonna play that. Anyway, it's time for the giveaway, and it's a coin toss, literally.
Woo! Lucky
Am-
too.
You have
Am I a?
fancy-
I was about to say, am I a sick excuse for a pirate and don't have a coin anywhere nearby? Why would I have a coin? We don't deal. We're in a cashless society now. There is no money. Money is a
Don't you
limited
have
Credit card.
construct of the government.
Don't you have a flip with your dice, dude?
I mean, I could roll a d4 and say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do
No, I
not
mean,
have a
like
two-sided
the coin
di-
flip. Yeah,
Yeah.
the two-sided
there's
coin.
no, there's not a two-sided dice. I mean, there is. It's called a coin, but I don't have a coin.
Yeah, you didn't get one with your dice bag?
No, they didn't give me d2s.
That's lame.
Look at this. I get a.
Get it
Get
from
'em.
Kraken, dude.
I get a d4. I get a d8. I get a d10. I get a d20. I get a d6, a d8, and a d12. That's all they give me. They don't give me d2s.
Shameful.
Wait, I do have Kraken dice from before. They didn't give me a d2 either.
Some of them have them.
For
D2
20 days
wrong.
straight.
I have not bought a single dice pack that comes with a D2.
Yeah, I'm.
Most of the Krakens
Maybe.
do. Bubby has like 2 from them. Correct? Bro,
Just go
there.
get some. Just go get a chocolate coin from Hanukkah, or is it Hanukkah that does the chocolate
Let me
coin?
drive to Dollar General. I have Garfield's 38th book, Get Cookin'.
Oh my god.
I'm going to throw it at the wall.
Get cooking.
Heads, it's Coochie. Tails, it's Mac.
This giveaway, though.
I'm gonna give it a little spin, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We're
I should-
only official here.
I should
Yep.
eat my drink. I don't want that
Yes.
all over my computer. All right.
Feels
Tails!
hot. Wait, that's Mac, right?
I think that's Mac. I was confused too. Mac!
I forgot!
Gucci man, begin the days of tears.
Begin the tears.
Let the
Let them
tears
flow.
flow.
Let the
What?
tears
They will
flow.
flow for 20
Stop,
days and
Noodle.
20 nights.
All right, Mac. And just in case there be any
Congrats.
doubters,
I'm using the brain still today, Noodle.
I didn't touch the book. There it is on its back.
Along with his lovely floor.
Yeah, look at my floor.
Beautiful.
All right, Mac. So if you're in the Port Bluff / Dead Bull Volpoon server, there is a
Basic
giveaway list
instinct.
underneath the announcements channel. It has all the games that I have available for you to pick from. You can pick any of them. They're all on Steam, unless otherwise stated. So it's all PC games.
At least you can use the game. LOL
And-
Coochie. Rip.
Coochie without a PC version. You can pick any one of those. I'll take it off the list and I'll give you a key. And with that, let us return to the story. Gwyn, Lucio, Byram,
Yes.
and Twitch.
Aye,
The four
aye.
of you make your way over to the remains of the wall.
Bye, Coochie.
Because indeed, the rat attack did a hell of a number on the town palisade. It looks like they tore many timbers down, and there are
Good
some
night, Coochie.
lone bundles standing up. It looks like Age of Empires when you build palisades and they tear down some of it and some of it's left up. You guys are too young for Age of Empires, never mind. So there are
Oh,
big
man.
gaps
By
in
you
the wall.
guys, he means frog.
Pretty much.
Gruff, you came just a minute late,
She's
my
played
guy.
Age of Empires, to be fair.
Aw, gruff.
Yeah,
I
I've played
have.
Age of Empires 2 and 3.
Yeah, she's played AoE 2 and 3, I think. And 1.
It looks like if you wanted to make your way into town, it would be a relatively simple matter. There is the issue of the watch. It looks like as they are attempting to patch the wall, most of the town guard, those who remain, because you remember their numbers were quite stricken, are currently watching the vicinity around the walls. And you, from your vantage point near the woods just outside Valaki, think you remain unseen but do not approach. And you're able to discuss your next plan.
Sorry, I was answering chat. Anyways, so there's people trying to rebuild the wall, and
They are
don't see us
rebuilding
yet,
the
right?
wall. It doesn't look like great progress has been made. And based on your perception rolls and your assessment of the situation, it looks like they won't be finished by tonight, which is probably good news.
Okay.
Perhaps we could act like one of the workers. Grab a couple bricks and walk in.
Lucille, I don't think your identity is going to be concealed so easily.
I don't think ours
Well, I don't
will
think
either.
yours will be either.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, none of us could act as guards.
If you carry enough bricks, you might look like a bricklayer.
Lucille, Bro, I normally go along with your plans, but I don't think this one's gonna work. We all are gonna stick out like a sore thumb, man.
What if one of us causes a distraction?
I think we could probably.
I do have a
wait until
disguise kit.
nightfall.
It's true.
Interesting.
It's true.
What kind of disguises?
Well, let me just show you.
She opens the disguise kit, and inside are makeups. There are. Here, let me.
Fake mustache.
I believe there is disguise kit 5e.
I am
Not
no
50,
longer
60.
Lucio. I am Inigo Montoya. You killed me.
A pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, props that let you create disguises that can alter your physical appearance.
How much do we have? Like, is it enough for one person, or could
You could make
multiple?
3. You could make 3. It's a whole kit. It's meant for multiple disguises.
We could use this. I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet.
You could do something like cover the horns on Luciole. You could make Gwyn look like a dude, a lumberjack, for example.
There we go.
Bricklayer.
Barum, would you like to try to disguise your party members?
I would.
Or would you like to try to disguise Twitch as well?
Makeovers!
Yeah, let's disguise Twitch so he can
All
go
right,
with his
I need you to
girlfriend.
make-
He's a fucking rat.
I need you to make a performance check.
Oh
Okay,
goodness. Wait, you have good things with that.
I do.
Your
She
card.
sure does.
I do. Performance.
Stop, AC. I swear to God.
Twitch would love that strong lumberjack.
Okay.
Okay.
It's hard working with the clientele that you're given at this moment. You have a horned demonkin. You have a giant. Have we ever pegged down your like exact height, Gwen? It's like 7
Yeah,
foot, right?
it was like 7'2", I think.
Yeah, 7'2". A real giant woman. Like even a man would have trouble looking that big. But it's possible. It is in the realm of possibility that you could have some lumberjack son that has been out here doing lumberjack work all the time. And the lumberjack thing sticks with you because as you look at the workers, the guards are all in uniform. Trying to look like a guard is going to be real difficult. They probably all know each other. They all have their iron breastplates and their spears and their blue tatters that give them their insignia. But the lumberjacks are all rank and file Barovians. They're dressed in overalls and they are chopping wood in the nearby forest, gathering timber that they will need in order to construct the wall. And it looks like they're just kind of coming and going. Nobody's watching the villagers and the workers in particular. So you ankle down on that. Luciol becomes a essentially hard hat wearing, heavy use of the makeup makes his red skin appear just more flushed, like a flushed human. It's got a more pinkish look to it. And you've wrapped his head in a bandage where it looks like he may have had an accident, so the horns are covered by a bulky bandage that now has a straw hat put on top of it, as if he's been working out in the field. Gwyn takes on the appearance of a giant of a man. The overalls that you attempt to put together using scraps from your disguise kit and strips of cloth that you have cover the features of Gwyn enough that it isn't immediately apparent that it's a giant woman, and you have her practice her heavy, thick Barovian man accent.
There we go.
Gwyn.
Can you tell?
Okay, now talk to me like one of the locals. Talk to me like one of the men. Come on.
Hey.
No, you gotta give me something better than that.
Oomph. Put some oomph in it.
Put some oomph in it. Come on. Say it like you mean it.
You're 7'2". Let's go.
How do Barovians talk? Deadbolt, do your impression.
Would you like me to do another Barovian impression for you? Thank the gods you are all safe. I am so glad.
I'm just going to the church to lay some new brick.
Want me to help you lay the brick.
Sounds okay. I help. Here, listen.
Which has taken on.
That's a good place to go.
Twitch does a surprisingly good accent. Twitch has taken on the appearance of a small helper child. He has a small toy sled behind him that he can pull some twigs with.
Be beautiful.
You're beautiful, small rat
Can I
man.
be a girl?
Am I a pretty girl?
Am I a pretty girl?
You are the little daughter.
You're beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You are the little daughter of this traveling clan of lumberjacks, if you want.
I don't like that.
Barum is a lot harder, given the dragonborn characteristics, but the best thing Barum comes up with is a mute, again, bandaged, cosmeticized version, and the plan is, perhaps terrifyingly, to let Gwyn do the talking, because everybody else is very obvious.
Oh no. Ingenious, I think, actually.
Because Luciol has to wear a hat to protect himself from the rapidly rising sun. Twitch is essentially a little girl, and anybody who looks at Barum is going to immediately realize that it's a dragonborn, or something not human.
So before we go in there, what should our story be?
We're all gonna die. We're gonna die. We're not saving my brother. We're all gonna die.
Lucille, I'm doing this for you, brother. Keep in mind. Pay your
How I
respects to
wish
me.
there was anyone else who could do this for my brother.
Why did fate deliver me to this situation?
Oh, I wonder every passing day now how my brother managed to survive as long as he did.
Crane had no problems living for as long as he did, except
When he died?
circumstances. Anyways, what should our plan be? We have a very small disguised rat and a man who looks like he was in a blender, and then an inconspicuously disguised dragonborn. You're beautiful, Twitch.
She complimented you.
What
I
should
think
we
you've got a
tell
chance with
them?
her.
Shut the fuck.
What's your story gonna be? You guys gotta come up with it.
Well, considering it seems as though this makeup couldn't hide all of my complexion, I think it's best for me to go home and rest after all this hard labor. It seems as though the heat has kind of gotten to me.
Are you saying you have a sunburn?
Myself.
Is that the story?
I don't think that they will allow us into the city for a mere sunburn.
Sun poisoning?
Perhaps you should think of your own story first.
I am a lumberjack. A bricklayer.
Do you know what you are?
Yes, I am delivering bricks to the church for
Where are your
repairs.
bricks? Where are the bricks? Are we going to carry bricks all the way over there?
There are some dilapidated houses that were made of bricks that you could collect.
I'll grab
bricks
some
from.
bricks from the houses. I am strong. I can carry bricks.
There's the bricks.
I have the bricks.
Okay.
I guess I can. My story is I'm helping you carry the bricks, so we don't
You
have
are
to make.
just a quiet fellow.
I'm just
who
a-
helps me carry
Yep,
bricks.
I am just a
Quiet, you cannot
helper.
speak.
I'm just a helper. I'm very shy. I'm coming with you, so that way we only have to make one trip.
All right. Now,
How are we going to explain the
Looks
child?
down at Twitch.
what about that one?
He's infatuated by the extremely tall bricklayer.
What does a child helper
She
normally
won't stop
do?
following him around.
I think
He's got a perfect Barovian accent.
What do children helpers normally do?
perhaps he is a doll seller.
Why would a doll seller
You
be
have
with
dolls.
us?
I do have dolls. I will hand the dolls to Twitch.
Twitch, you have
Take
two
good
blue
care
sea
of
dolls.
these.
Thank you. I love dolls.
So he is a doll seller, selling his wares or her wares. I'm sorry.
Why am I selling things if I'm a child?
Because it attracts attention.
Like, attention from who? Who do you want us to get attention from exactly? A
No
small girl
one. This is to
selling
be.
things on the street corner?
Okay.
I don't know if that's
Let's
All right.
move on.
a very good
Are you guys going to
choice.
try to enter the city at this point?
Yes.
I am
I
so
just don't wanna
excited.
Can I just
Okay.
play with the dolls like a little
Yeah,
doll,
you can play with the
know?
doll.
Yes.
Not sell the dolls? Why do I have to sell
Meanwhile-
the
Forget your
dolls?
accent.
You are just a child playing with dolls. You are just tagging
Meanwhile,
along.
Andril, Aaron, and Rictavio roll up into town.
Is this convincing?
Rictavio shows the elves how to kind of push their ears back underneath their long locks of hair a little bit. And with his own disguise kit is able to change their appearances slightly, giving them darker complexions. He puts a big scar on Andril's face, and he puts an eye patch on Aaron's head. Lost that in the war, Aaron.
This is quite familiar to me, as I have worn these before as a way to save night vision, although it's ironic because as an elf I have dark vision. But yet, some insisted that it was better for me.
Rex just weaved the history in the D&D like this. It was just all one seamless transition.
It was merely to look like it.
It was to fool the enemy, for certain.
Perfect.
Aha, I have night vision.
Let's try to gain access into the town. Rictavio and the two of you approach the gates, and you are hailed by two guards, different guards than you've seen before, because sadly, something may have happened to the two that were stamping hands another day. But they stamp their spears and shout their familiar challenge. Oh, who goes there? Rictavio is the first one to speak and says, "Ah, my friends, it is I, Rictavio. I am back to tell some stories at the inn. I have brought some friends with me from a neighboring village. I promise you they will cause no trouble while they are here." The two Valachians look at the other two of you. "And who might you two be?"
My name is Mithras. I am here along with Octavio here to purchase new items to bring back to my poor little village. And he pulls out his coin purse and shakes it a little bit.
Back from the dead.
Oh, and who are you? The last one.
He's dead.
Angel, hello.
Andra? That's you. You're the last one. You what?
Something.
FantasyNameGenerator.net. Boy, speak up. I can't hear you.
I am Katamir Mudhelm.
Okay.
All noble like this one. Well, cause no trouble, and especially watch yourselves today. Today is the festival of the Wicker Sun, and
Oh
the
my
Baron
God.
wants no trouble.
Ah, even better. I love a good festival.
What the?
That's a good
Mozambique.
attitude. Cause no trouble, and remember, all will be well.
All
And they
will be
open-
well indeed.
And they open the gates of Valaki. And the three of you are standing in the familiar entryway leading to the main market square. Well, we're in town now, so I think it would be a little suspicious if I didn't at least check into the inn like I usually do. Would the two of you like to peruse the wares of the town and perhaps make your way over to a certain shop that may have had a misfortune recently?
I think perhaps that might be best.
All right, I will go check in with the Martkovs and tell them some wonderful stories, and then I will attempt to get in touch with you later.
Very good.
Go in peace, friends. And he departs for the Blue Water Inn. What do the two of you do? How do you two approach getting to the Undertaker's house?
Can we have the town map?
The map? Sure.
That would be helpful, yeah.
You entered here, and this is the main buying square, and the Undertaker's house is a pile of ash over here. And of course, the church is this little fenced building here.
Mithras Aron is going to head straight for the market area and start perusing wares.
Okay. Do you make any trades while you're there, or are you mostly just chatting and getting to know the local color, so to speak?
He's going to look to see if there's any wine sellers because he feels he owes Andril a little present.
Okay. Sadly, as everyone woefully tells you, the town has run almost completely dry on wine. The local winery is not providing any more shipments. There's no more wine to be had, even at the inn. And you hear many times as you speak door to door, Oh, we had one thing in this blasted wasteland we call home, and it's not even given to us anymore. We can't even have wine. I did hear that the Baron is going to have a few select glasses poured at the festival that is due to take place at noon today. I would definitely not want to miss that.
And
But
is it
sadly,
for everybody or just for a few select guests?
we shall see, shall we not? We must keep our spirits high, and maybe the winery will send people. Maybe they're just late. Maybe they just had a bad batch, you know?
It is entirely possible.
Italian Aron is killing me.
Come, my friend, let us continue looking. Perhaps we might find something else somewhere along the way.
The more fish-like he becomes, the more Italian he becomes. He's born for the Mediterranean.
First it was a Spanish accent, now an Italian one. Soon it will be Greek.
Oh,
And then
excuse me, sir. I only eat tuna now.
And I'm assuming that you're kind of asking, but also making your way towards the Undertaker's former abode. Okay.
I mean, he knows there's no wine, so it's just kind of like his excuse to go from the shops but not spend any money.
Fair
As like
enough.
some ignorant out of town person, like, oh, you have the wine. How horrible.
Kidding me.
And so it's just kind of his way to make it look like he's there to buy, but he's slowly making his way over to where the
The bones be. Yeah. X marks the spot. So, you eventually, over the course of about an hour or so, picking your way through town, keeping out of sight of the guards as much as possible, trying not to talk to anybody that you had been directly familiar with. So, I'm assuming you probably dodged the mercantile place that you had done some business with prior because they looked you right in the eye and had conversations with you.
Correct.
Okay. And you make your way towards the house of the Undertaker, which isn't under guard, which is a little odd, but maybe not quite because it is just a pile of ashes at this point. It looks like a water brigade overnight had put out the flames in order to prevent the fire from spreading from the Undertaker's house to the following neighborhood, but the house itself was allowed to burn down to its foundation. There's a few items mixed in with the ashes, things like you can see like
Man, the
carpentry
wolves
tools.
in the city are crazy.
You can see carpentry tools. You can see the bones of the foundation where the brickwork has been essentially untouched by the flames, where it was just superheated, but it's mostly just covered in ash. There's a film of ash across the entire neighborhood where the ash had risen into the air and coated everything, but then the house itself is just this big pile. And like I said, it is kind of unguarded. Nobody's really paying attention to it. It seems like most people are. Word got around. You do hear some stories passed around by some people that there was a fire last night, but that it was the work of the devil. And most townspeople would rather not speak about it or be associated with it.
That's me.
This is where having that tiefling would have been useful. He had the ability to sense magical objects. But then again, he did lead us to open the wrong box, so perhaps he wasn't that useful.
Nice.
I guess after looking around to check to see if there's anyone in the immediate vicinity, Aron's gonna pick his way over to approximately where he thinks the bones should have been if they were where Lucille had said they were.
Okay.
Of course, he can't really know. He's just...
Yeah. Is one of you keeping watch?
I just noticed your fucking Discord name, by the way.
I guess so.
Okay. Andril, Kadamir, you're keeping watch, so roll a perception check. Mithras, you're rolling a investigation check to see how long it takes and how well you do. Meanwhile, on the other side of town...
One. Oh, not quite a nat one.
Okay. I will return to that in a moment. Meanwhile, a small
wow.
party, a small family of lumberjack bricklayers are heading into town. You are carrying a load of bricks, one under each arm, classic style, and your fellows
Yeah.
have some bricks as well. And you join
I
the
mean,
flow
yeah.
of workers who are coming and going. None of them even spare you a glance, except
Hell
one,
yeah. Uh-oh.
who is near Gwyn, leading the group. Big fella, aren't you?
That is what my mother called me.
Oh, I see. You carrying them bricks to fix the church?
Indeed.
Well, we need all the help we can get in these dark times. Well, I'll be well. I gotta go out and chop more wood.
I'll be well, thank you.
Makes his way. Yeah, yourself, and he disappears into the woods. And you approach the main area carrying the bricks. You cross over the opening, workers still buzzing around,
Hell yeah.
laying timber and things, and you think for a moment you've gotten away basically scot-free. Nobody has even challenged you yet, and you're actually in the walls, making your way up to the graveyard part of the church, when you hear someone shout, "Oi, oi, oi! What are you doing with them bricks? Wait, I don't recognize you." And one of the guards approaches Gwyn in the front and kind of
my
looking
God.
over the bricks and stuff.
Where's
Oi,
your
where are you
stand?
off to?
These are to fix the church.
Where's your stamp?
I have it on my hand, but I cannot show
Lucio
you because
quickly
I'm holding
slides
the
his hand
bricks.
out. It's right here.
He looks. You didn't cover the stamps with makeup being foresightful, but it's really oddly red around the stamp. Oh, you hurt yourself or something? You gotta watch for that.
He had an
Lucio's
accident.
eyes start tearing up.
Oh my god.
No, sir. I got it tattooed on my hand when I heard the news of the god that was found missing, possibly dead. He gave me this stamp.
Oh my
Roll a persuasion
Are you
check
talking
with
about
advantage.
the tattoo god over there?
No, he's dead.
The
Which
handstand
one?
guard. Whoop.
Persuasion.
Oh, persuasion with
Persuasion
advantage.
with advantage.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sorcerer things.
Gwyn. Roll persuasion as
Indeed.
well.
Oh, fuck. Oh god, I'm gonna screw
No.
this up, aren't I? Woo! Hey, that's not bad. That's
It's not bad.
Whew, it was almost a 4. I don't know if y'all saw that. I was
Yes.
scared for a second. Oh no, he did a roll.
The guard looks at the tattoo and goes, "Oh yeah, yeah. He was on wall duty that day. He must have been the one that gave it to you.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I appreciate your solidarity with the guard, sir. It's good to know that in these times when we're out here getting murdered by wolves and now rat men and getting the skin melted off our bones, that you remember us.
Murdered.
I'm
We
glad
out
you
here, boys.
I'm glad you support the troops."
Stay strong during these times.
We will.
And I
you.
hope they
I've
catch
actually
that
died,
bastard.
We will do it for you. Be on your way. Get that church fixed up.
We'll do that for you.
And see about helping your friend there. They seem a little hoarse.
I've been
Yes, they
working
haven't
all
had much
day.
water.
Get some water. Get some rest while you can. We got to get this wall patched up as soon as possible.
Thank you. All will be well.
All will be well. And they let you in.
You know that tattoo makes me feel at ease about all the brothers I watched die. God.
Holy shit.
Semper Fi, do or die, blood, blood, blood.
I am actually legitimately fucking dying at that. Holy shit. I don't know why.
That
That
was
just
so
hit me
funny.
just. That just
It
hit
was
me
a
just
great
right.
choice. You guys approach the church, and the father who had been there. Let me get us moved over to. Actually, I need to do ambiance too, because we're now firmly inside this
Woo!
town.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's everyone's favorite character.
They can't see that
love
yet. Don't.
Oh, well,
What?
you might have just ruined it by saying that, idiot.
Father
I was
Lucian
thinking it was
Petronovich.
the old guy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, me
too.
too.
Exactly, the old guy. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I had a shiver up my spine thinking about the character, because I know he's going to make an appearance at some point. The actual favorite character. So,
Which?
Lucian Petronovich, the father of the abbey, is there, blessing people and welcoming the workers with preparations of food, because tonight is the feast of Saint Andrel, and they will be the Saint Andrel being the namesake of the church, and also the ones whose sacred bones you are trying to recover. You guys approach, and he is offering a blessing in the name of the Morning Lord, and as Gwyn approaches, he looks up and says, "Oh, it's you again."
Father, I'm so glad you recognized me.
What happened to you?
We had to disguise ourselves to come in.
Oh,
So, but now that we are here, I suppose we could discard our disguises, if you will allow us entrance into the church.
Oh, and he looks at Luciole.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I tried to kill him already, don't worry.
That's not gonna be convincing.
Ooh.
But I guess it's fine for now. We need him at this moment.
How?
Okay.
How? Which part? How
How
did
is he alive?
He was indeed bitten by a vampire.
Oh my god, Gwen, you're so stupid.
I'm more spry than I look.
He knows. He knows. Right? Yeah, he was there when I buried him.
Gwyn, tell me right now why I should not call the guard here.
Ooh.
I want to help you, but you
At this point,
understand
Lucio just
all
looks
of
at
my
Gwyn.
patrons are in danger.
I promise I will not allow him to do anything that will put you or your people in harm's way.
At this point, Lucio's going to lean forward and point at the silver around his neck. They got me on a leash.
There's also that.
I see.
We need him, I promise. At this moment, or I would have killed him myself already.
Trust me, she tried.
Mm-hmm. Have I
was
ever
going-
lived before?
I have known you for 48 hours.
Indeed. I have not lied once within those 48 hours.
I will allow it only if he stays in
You
my
said-
office where he may be quarantined.
That's fine. I don't want to be around him either.
And you don't have to worry about the accent. I know who you are now. I see the problem, though.
What's the problem?
Now you see why we had such trouble getting into the city.
No, we got in here just fine, thank you.
You must be the ones that the guards are looking for. They posted up descriptions matching your group exactly.
Maybe just
Not
a
more
little.
popular.
We're trying really hard though to get our friend back, Father, and unfortunately, it looks like Lucille is going to be a key part of that or something or other.
Night Mother moves in mysterious ways.
As I hear.
I wonder if this is part of it. Quickly then, past the patrons, past everyone.
Lucille is
And
going to
he-
look at the priest and just go, Night Mother. She tall, kind of elvish looking, and only looks like a head floating through the air.
I have never seen the Night Mother. No one has, that I know of.
Never mind.
She is a goddess.
Well, I mean, this one that I saw was pretty. I'd say she was pretty goddess-like.
Pretty.
Got party.
He escorts you swiftly through the preparations for the feast, where the pews have been turned aside, and a small banquet, more or less, poor man's banquet, but like a church function, if you will, has been prepared here in the morning hours for the nightly feast that is to take place. The food is quite tantalizing, but the people are perhaps more tantalizing to one of you.
No.
Hey, Lucille, make a wisdom save for me real quick.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be munching on some people.
Please, dude. Tavio isn't even here, damn it.
Nope, because I like splitting a party.
Yep.
Gwen, Lucille stops moving at one point and is just staring at the line of people who are currently laying out food on the banquet table.
Gwen is gonna put her hand on the silver necklace thingy and press it into him a little bit.
Okay. It starts to go right through his neck.
Ow.
Oh, because
It brings you
like,
back
sending
to your
him- okay,
senses,
okay.
Lucille.
Oh. What is it with you trying to remove my head?
Lucille, I swear if you do not move at this instance, you will have a stake in your heart in just a moment.
Yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
I was just admiring the food.
Of course, yeah, the food.
And with that, the three of you make your way with the father, four of you, make your way into
Four of you.
Lucian's office.
Which
You,
Which come with
Lucille
us.
is put back in there, and the door is closed on Lucille. And there's just a little mute altar boy keeping Lucille company.
Are you a vampire too?
No, don't. Damn
Do you
it.
want to be a vampire?
Oh my god.
Who are you gonna talk to, little boy?
Is this where they put the vampires?
Who put the boy on the bed?
Put the boy.
Grab the boy.
I'll grab the boy. I'll put him on the bed.
To Gwyn and Barum,
Yes.
Lucian speaks. Any luck finding the sacred bones of the saint?
Yes and no.
Oh no. Well, we're working on that currently, actually. That's
The
why
yell
we're
comes
here.
from the other room. We might have burned them.
Burned them?
Well, we know where they were probably, and it did get burned down, but there's a possibility they're all right, and we have our friends looking for them now.
Only the best. Meanwhile, flash cut. Aaron and Andril with Aaron flinging aside metal contraptions that survive the flames or tossing huge tufts of ash into the air and discovering some other remains. It appears that you lift up triumphantly what you think are maybe the bones, and you realize there's still like some charred meat attached, and oh,
Ew.
that was the Undertaker.
Oh.
Yummy.
Guess it's time to keep looking. And you keep sifting and sifting through. About an hour passes, and It is drawing close to noon now with all the moving and action that has taken place since the morning when you actually infiltrated into the vicinity. And you find what you think is a charred box, the remnants of it, because there are still some charcoaly pieces with nails stuck in them, as if it was formerly a crate. And contained within is a load of dirt that is blackened but untouched because it's dirt in the flames. And it was probably, remembering you lifting the lid on that crate and the vampire spawn jumping out, it was covered in soil. And you dig through that soil and find at the base a little bundle of bones wrapped in some kind of cloth that is oddly untouched by the fire.
This might be what we're looking for.
Dun,
Come,
dun,
my
dun,
friend.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Come, my friend. Let us haste away to the church.
Andrew did not see anybody make
This
his way in the whole
Italian.
time. Okay.
Wonderful.
Andrew and Aaron make their way to the church. You guys explain the situation to Father Lucian. And he sticks to the rules that Lucien must remain in a place where he can be out of sight and easily contained if anything drastic should happen. The altar boy comes and goes, still mute, keeping an eye on Lucille. Meanwhile, Father Lucian tells Gwyn and Barham, perhaps it is best if I keep you in the graveyard for now, out of sight of the villagers.
Do what you have to do, I guess.
If your friends do arrive, I will point them to you, and hopefully we will be able to see what happens at midnight tonight.
Thank you.
If I hear anything coming from the office, I will alert you immediately, and I trust that we'll be able to handle it.
Yes, I promise you, we will.
Do you guys have any snacks?
Not the kind you're looking for, Lucille.
Time passes, another half hour or so, and Andril and Aaron, you guys are able to pick your way through the town. It looks like you pass through the center of town on your way to the church and become aware of the Festival of the Wicker Sun. It's not time yet. It's not high noon, so to speak, but you can see that there is a large wicker basket that has been constructed hanging in the air off the gallows on the raised platform in the center of town, and there are torches surrounding the gallows, and it looks like they're going to set it aflame here very presently. The Baron has not made his appearance yet, but he has promised to come striding in and to light the ceremony himself. Do you guys proceed forthwith to the church?
Are there people inside the wicker basket by chance?
No, it doesn't appear to be. There is a man in stocks near the gallows. There's a note hammered into the stocks. Yeah, that's what they're called, stocks. He's in stocks and is bolted down with some kind of sign next to him if you want to check it out. But no, there's no people in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, as they pass by, he'll check out the sign.
Okay. You check out the post made next to the person, and you can see that it says, I doubted the Baron's goodwill. All will be well. And the will is underlined.
Interesting. This Baron is quite an interesting person. And he's just gonna kind of walk right on.
I know you.
Oh, God.
I don't think
Man,
you
sucks.
do.
Yes, you were buying goods 2 days ago there.
Oh, shit.
They're looking for you.
I do not have a single clue what you mean, good sir. You must have me mistaken for someone else, perhaps from my town. We do come through here quite frequently.
He starts shaking in the stocks. I've got to tell them. It will clear my name.
I don't think so. I don't think it will help you.
I don't think
Come, my friend. Let us move on to the church. We must go worship the sun. in preparation for the festival. Come, my friend, come.
Okay. You two depart as the man is jammering on and saying, "I know you. I'll tell them."
Fuck off,
Um,
random dude.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
What?
Can I start
I
crying?
have a thing.
Oh no.
He has
Oh,
a thing.
he's got a thing.
I have no spell slot. What do you mean? I have it. I don't need a spell slot.
Oh god.
Are you about to Gwyn this man?
No.
It's not giving me the spell. Give me the spell.
Why is it not giving you a spell? Let me see.
I don't know. There we go. I fixed it.
Oh, you know what part of it might be? You might not have any slots because you're not a caster class.
Yeah, I figured that. Actually, you know what? I just realized that won't work. Unless you say it works.
What are you trying to do?
Oh god.
Cast this. Keep him from talking.
Ooh.
Yep, it's the Gwyn method.
The Gwyn method.
You're creating 10 gallons of clean water in an open container, that being his lungs, I assume.
His mouth / windpipe / esophagus, you know. His
Okay.
lungs aren't necessarily an open container, but his mouth and nasal cavities could be.
Okay. You create 10 gallons of water
God.
in his mouth and nasal cavities, which shuts him up, but he's now turned into a garden hose. As you guys are departing, he's... It takes a long time for 10 gallons to finish evacuating out of a man's head.
Yeah, it's just there to shut him up. It's not there to kill him.
A couple people who are in the square just start laughing at the miserable fellow because that's what Stucks are for embarrassing miscreants. Ha ha ha!
R.I.P.
And you make your way to the church. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You two pick your way through town, making your way past the Blue Water Inn, and thankfully, it looks like Rictavio posted up in front of the inn and is telling some stories and notices the two of you heading out and says, my friends, it has been good telling you these stories, but I have some business. Today is a feast day, as you may know. I hope you're going to be there at the feast. And there's a couple of embarrassed-looking Barovians who are maybe not as pious as they should be, going, yeah, I'll go to the feast, don't worry, I'll be there. And Rictavio goes, good, I am going to make some prayer preparations myself so that I may be in the right spirit for this. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your days. And he smoothly joins in with his two companions, continuing their way to the church. Rictavio leans over as they get a little bit distant from the Blue Water Inn and goes, any luck?
I believe we have the bones, and he shakes the bag.
Clunk, clunk. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that was one bit that was easy, but I assume it was fairly simple?
It took a little bit longer than I thought it might, but yes, we did not seem to be spotted, and I took care of a tiny bit of unfortunate business in the square.
What kind of unfortunate business?
Someone thought they recognized me. I shut them up long enough for us to get away.
Might need to keep an eye out then. They might be looking for us after all. Or we may have to take care of it. Time will tell.
It was someone in the stocks. I do not think they will take them seriously. Just the rantings of a madman trying to get out of his punishment.
Let us hope. And let us be on. And the party reconvenes with the bones reestablished. The father gratefully accepting them and with trembling hands thanking Aaron and Andriel and all of you for getting the bones back to the church. And he promises that he will reinter them with all the grace and reverence that is needed for a moment like this. And he sets about making preparations to put the bones back in their resting place underneath the altar Lucille. As the bones are being put back into place, you get this creeping, itching sensation that begins to take over your body.
Oh god.
It's a tickle at first, and then the toe bones and the leg bones are put into place below the altar, and it turns into a fire that's not just on your skin, it's in your veins. It's crawling up your muscles. It's getting into your heart. It hurts.
This is slightly uncomfortable.
More bones are getting put into place.
He's
And
going to look over at the altar boy. Do you know if you can get heartburn from drinking blood?
Oh my god. Altar
You don't
boy.
speak much, do you?
make a wisdom save, Mr. Lucille.
Why must wisdom be the only thing that still is negative?
Lucille, you need to get out of this church now.
It's time to go.
There's
He's
a
going to
barred
look
window
for a
next
window.
to you. Yep, there's
or
a barred
anything.
window next to you.
What kind of force we talking to blast this thing right off the wall?
You could try it. It's a brick wall, but you could just break the window out and try to crawl out, unless you want to just blow your way out first. Ask questions
we're just
later.
gonna try to blow.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't use that.
I was gonna
At
say, do you
least
have
we
spell
I
slots?
brought
don't have
the
spell
bricks.
slots for that.
He doesn't have spell slots.
Get fucked.
But I have firebolt.
Okay. Are you casting firebolt at the wall?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Roll damage. You don't have to roll an attack roll because hitting the window is easy. You just have to roll damage to see what kind of trauma you caused to the wall. You guys are out in the graveyard adjoining the office. Finally back together again. Aaron, Andril, Barum, and Gwen. We gotta cut the bones! There's a gout of flame that comes out the back of the establishment.
Did y'all see that?
What the hell is happening?
What is the tiefling?
I think he's in the office, which might be facing that wall. Lucille, if that's you, I swear to everything I love.
You see a red pair of hands trying to get out. The bars have been heated a little bit, and you have made some kind of blast impact, so you can try to crawl through, Lucille, if that's what you would like to do, or how you would
I'm
like
gonna try to,
exit.
try to pull them apart and try to slide through.
Make a strength check.
While he's doing this, Barb is just like, what the hell are you doing?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You get your arms out and you get your head out, and then you realize your shoulders are still a little too big, and the party is looking at your head and arms stuck out the wall.
I don't like it in
Seal.
here.
What are you doing?
Something doesn't feel right. I don't want to be in here anymore. Can I just be outside?
We have to obey the father's wishes. You heard him?
Well, right now's not a good time.
Well, do you
Just
want to
one
get
of you
your
guys
brother
can
back?
watch me. One of you guys can watch me. I just don't want to be here anymore. That's not a good spot to be.
Roll another strength check, Lucille.
Oh my god.
What the heck is wrong with the room?
Can Gwen like go over and like push his head? Like, get back in
You
there.
can you can roll your own strength check and see if you keep him in. Sure.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lucille.
I have like decent. The sad thing is I have decent strength.
Well,
Oh, but she
apparently-
fails.
Apparently,
but-
we're fucking up too.
Gwen goes to push you back in, and it's exactly what you need to turn the correct angle and
Stop
slither
it!
like
I
a
swear to
snake
God.
out of the bars and be sat against the church. You're still Gwen is like
Oh, I'm
this
still-
over you. Yeah,
When it's doing
she's-
that anime
she's not-
pose.
Yeah, she's not. She's not letting you out of her sight. You are out, but you're not like far. You're up against the wall on your bottom, looking up at her because you had to wriggle out like that to get around her bare arms.
I'm gonna look to the right and immediately look
You
for
don't
Barum.
have that sensation anymore, though.
Oh, I'm good.
What do you mean
Barm?
you're good?
Barm is right there.
Well, in there, it was like I was on fire. And knowing, being a sorcerer and using fire, I know what it feels like to be on fire. So that was a bad kind of fire, bad kind of. Didn't want that. It was bad. Would not recommend that one. But out here's
It
fine.
just started randomly?
Yeah.
You were fine when you went in there?
Yeah, it was weird. It's like I got heartburn all of a sudden.
Heartburn.
Yeah. Can you get heartburn? Barb, can you get heartburn from drinking blood?
How would I know? I've never drank blood.
Fair enough. But yeah, no,
Well-
it was just did not want to stay in there. Not comfortable.
As long as you're not running again, it's fine, I guess. We'll just have to tell the father that something happened and you got out somehow.
It
but-
means the bones are working. The father has appeared at the corner of the church. I wanted
What do you
him in the
mean?
I wanted him in the office so that I could see if his very presence was driven from our church. It means that these are the right bones, and it means that the bones are working as intended. The saint watches over us once again.
Oh, well, good job, Lucille.
He's gonna scowl at the father. You're welcome.
It's gonna give a betrayed look to Barb, like I did the work. Congratulating the vampire.
I'm just glad I get to see Lucille being a guinea pig.
Lucio's just going to start a little bit of flame in his hand.
You
And
really
then
think
put
that's
it out.
scaring me?
I recommend that the lot of you stay in the graveyard for now, and that we try to see this business done tonight. I will not tell anyone of your presence here. Get some rest while you
definitely
may.
Long
going
rest,
back
long
in
rest,
there.
long rest.
I will try to get some blankets passed out for you.
My face went long.
My face is long rest. Please, please.
Do not
So,
mean to
be
be
great.
rude, Win,
Mm.
but I do not think that Crane, if we resurrect Crane, I do not think he will appreciate how you've been treating his brother.
No.
Of course not.
I think Crane will not care.
Well, as his brother,
Hmm.
I would say that yes, he would care.
Like I said, given the circumstances,
I'll
of
just
the
say it's
journey-
annoying you two bickering all the time. Would you two shut up?
Well,
He hasn't
is
done
a
anything to
vampire.
you.
She started it. She
Yes,
started it.
Yes, he came
I
back
have
from the
done nothing.
dead.
Did he hurt
Where
you?
Well, forgive me for returning from the
He
dead.
nearly hurt you, if you don't recall.
But did he?
Where,
But did he?
No, but it was
Okay.
extremely close.
But he didn't.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
Who the
Yes,
fuck
old
is
lady.
this?
Can I? Oh,
Oh, it's creepy face in the
Go
in
away.
the air.
What?
Oh.
where's the...
Where?
It's not in the picture. Oh, that's really weird.
It was
Why is
like
it
in
not-
the. It was there for a second. Do you
Yeah,
think
it
go
was
away?
just doing like creepy picture.
Creepy face.
Just creepy picture.
Do I need to do I have to do all this over again? Hold on. All the impact
my
is gone,
God.
but hold on.
It's okay. You were saying, "Excuse me, sir."
Yes, I was. Where is it?
Excuse me, sir.
You are excused.
Okay, it's still not. Go away. Open up. Grab the token.
PB is working hard right now.
I'm trying. It was working just fine a second ago, and then it was like, nope. I refuse.
No icon
Peace, boy.
for you.
I Angie. No talk me.
No talk me, Ingy.
Ah, there it goes. Okay.
Ooh, has to get back in character. Give him a
Yep.
moment.
Yeah, it's really hard. Update the token. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Could I interest you in some dream pastries?
Oh my god.
The bitch is back. I never thought I'd see you again, the woman of my life. My dreams.
Gwen,
Yes,
no.
I have
with the
gold
old
for you
hag?
this time.
It's marvelous.
Yes, I have.
Actually, come to think of it, wasn't this Tech Bug?
Yeah.
I think
This was
it
a long time. It was Tech Bug.
Was
Tech
it?
Bug. I think
It
it
was.
was. It was a long time. I thought it was me, but I think it's you.
Wait,
here
I'm
to
sorry.
sell
I
some
have a
dream
question
pastries.
really quick.
Sure.
Did Gwen get told that they were children? She did, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You did.
You're doing good.
She-
You should just continue.
Yeah, you should continue.
Shut up.
Your whole soul craves these.
I just don't remember.
Is
I just
Rictavio
don't
there
remember
still?
the woman completely.
Is Rictavio still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's hanging out.
Okay.
Does she want to have a breakdown?
Actually,
into her
he
addiction
he
in
went
front of
inside
me?
to make his prayer
Oh my-
preparations. So it's the five
Stop!
of you
You
right
only
now.
did that so that way he couldn't stop her. Oh my goodness! I have missed those pastries so much. What kind do you have today? Are they different? Are they the same?
Oh wow, Gwen
Pastries.
again is craving children.
Lucille stands up at the sound of pastries, starts walking towards her, and then stops when he hears Baron say children. What? What's with
Oh,
pastries? Children?
I forgot. Are they really made of children?
Oh, would you think she'd actually admit that?
I don't know. Maybe I want to ask her.
Oh.
She's the one selling them.
He's
Well,
selling them.
I guess if you
Oh,
eat
yes.
them and
Would
go
you
into
give
a
us your
comatose
recipe?
state, I don't have to worry about you anymore.
Exchange recipes.
She just goes mute once again.
He's getting his thoughts together. Here we go.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yes, dearie. How can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering, are they really made of children, or like, are they just made of fruit?
No, they're made of a secret ingredient. We can't tell anyone.
Secret ingredient, really? See, Barham, it's just a secret. Oh my goodness. Well,
It's not much of a secret if they
it's
know that it's made of children.
It's different for everybody. Some people call it love.
Oh.
Some people call it
Yeah?
love.
Love? Again?
More love.
More love.
Passionate kisses. Passionate kisses.
Yeah, you should buy some for your new boyfriend.
Yes.
Who is there, by the way?
They make great gifts for boyfriends.
I don't know what Iran is talking about, but I would love some for myself, as
Oh,
usual.
Well, I would love to sell some to you.
Gwen, I
Well,
ain't
I have
saving
a
your ass again.
question.
Sure.
Am I still obsessed with dream pastries?
You reach into your pouch as if you're going to pull out all your gold and hand it to this woman for every dream pastry she has. And as you do, you hear a sound fluttering overhead. And then it's gone. The raven was there for a moment, and before you can get a glimpse of the raven itself, all you see is its wings flutter over the church steeple and disappear. And it's in that moment that you get just a little bit of lucidity. And you can choose your fate.
Okay.
Barum
What in
and
the world?
Rictavio are both
Flip a
pretty
coin.
certain.
Flip a coin.
No.
Barum and Rictavio both told you that they think there's something shenanigans-wise going on here, and this is Barovia. But
Mhm.
the experience from eating those dream pastries was so sweet to be there in that place for even that moment. What do you want?
I know what Gwen would do. She would listen to her crow friend. So, Gwen's gonna look up.
Because her actual friends aren't good enough. That's
No.
what I just heard.
She
Birds
just
of a feather.
listens to the birds.
Birds are better.
She listens to the birds.
She listens to birds.
She looks up, hears the crow, it's gone in a flash. And then she's gonna be like, kind of waking up from a stupor. And she's gonna look at the lady and be like, actually, can you get out of here before I do something I regret?
What do you mean, dearie? Like spending all your money on delicious pastries?
That's actually exactly what I mean. So why don't you get the hell out of here before I have to do something about it?
Barb just is staring at her like, huh.
Honey, you're being so silly.
No!
It's
Get
probably
out
just-
now!
You sound angry.
Mhm.
You probably just need a taste of the dream.
No, I need you to leave my eyesight before I turn into something you really don't want to see right in front of you.
Honey.
Twitch, do you want to practice your target shooting?
Which is there, by the way.
Yeah, I'll get my boyfriend on you.
He's like, wait, gotta switch.
Yep, gotta switch voice.
What do you mean by that?
Twitch, honey, you can drop that act. It's fine. You don't have to pretend you're a little girl anymore.
But what if I like feeling beautiful?
Okay, if you like feeling beautiful, that's fine. But I'm just saying, you could use your new crossbow on this horrible lady.
Wow.
you
Gwen
want to
making
be
Twitch
strong,
do
Twitch?
her dirty work.
I know, but
Or some cheese.
little
Remember that cheese I promised you? I'll give you 2 blocks.
I don't.
Two
I
blocks
don't know.
of sweet, stinky cheese.
Listen, I'm trying really hard right now to keep this together. I just want to feel beautiful, but
Listen. I want the cheese, but I am scared. I sense it. She has. She's.
Gwen.
Yes.
Gwen, bolster Twitch. What are you going to do? Fill him with courage.
Twitch.
honey,
Twitch.
what
You
are
were
you
so. You could be so much stronger, don't you think? If you just used that new crossbow. You were so magnificent at the last fight. I just want to see you shoot the new one.
Gwen,
I
make a
get-
performance check.
Okay.
Just because
Gwen
it's
making
charisma.
Twitch do her dirty work,
What are
man.
you guys?
Oh? Your move, Twitch. It's very convincing.
I guess, but listen, I don't want to do this. So if something goes wrong, you have to help, okay? Okay.
Wait, what did he say?
You
If
have to
something
help.
goes wrong, you have to help.
Oh God, are we about to fight this lady? You said she was strong. Well, we could just scare her real good, you know?
I don't know. Maybe we fight.
No. We could just scare her real good with your crossbow. Almost pretend we're playing pretend, right? So if you scare
Which-
her real good,
Make your pretend attack with the crossbow.
Hold on.
Oh.
oh God, something's happening.
I'm trying to see if I can do something cool. Okay, hold on.
Stinky cheese.
Can I roll for insight?
Sure.
That's Twitch.
Yes.
It should be a skill that he has.
Okay.
16.
Nice.
Okay, Twitch.
This is the ability to translate
Truth from fiction.
to her more like the ability to translate more to her like about
What
this
it's trying to
person
say.
Yeah.
in particular. Yes.
Okay.
Is it because it's wisdom? Oh, it's because it's wisdom.
It's because
It meets. So, Gwyn, are you actually going to
Because,
help him or aren't you?
The idea
I want to hear what
is
he has to say first.
okay. Hold on. Begin scene.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She smells different. I know I am killed, but I don't like the smell. It's different. It's strong, scary a little bit. I know. If I fight you have to help. Just in case. I'm a strong man.
Oh.
Rat man, but I need help.
Oh, what happened? Oh, DB's camera went off.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what's happening?
That's very confusing. For a
Your
second. I
your
was like,
cam
what just
turned
happened?
off.
Back! Come back, you!
Hey, I'm Gwen now.
What are you gonna do,
Can
Gwen?
unplug it.
How you feeling, twin?
No.
Unplug it. Come plug it back in.
Oh, there you are.
There you
Okay,
are.
okay.
You're back.
I was scared. All right, so what are you guys doing? It's 11:45.
For real fucking Jesus.
I wanna ask why she smells scary. Does she smell strong? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I said that.
No, you didn't. But
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he
Yes,
did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yes, I
Gwen
did.
spaced out. She was
Um,
filled with rage.
She's trying to follow the Twitch conversation.
I'm trying so hard. Well then, we don't have to fight. Just tell her to get out of here.
What are you dearies talking about over there? You keep
We're
yelling.
talking. Yeah, we're talking about how you need to leave. We don't want your dream pastries. No one's gonna buy them here. So you can just be on your way. Thank you.
Are
Which
you
do-
sure you don't? I don't remember you, but I know you were on the receipts in the bakery. Are you sure you don't want any?
I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you. Gwen's trying really hard to like stay resolved.
What about your child? Does she want anything?
Barham just kind of steps in,
No?
and he's just like, "Do you not understand what no means, ma'am?"
Mm-hmm.
No is just a two-letter word for yes.
That's where you're wrong. She said no. Goodbye. Have a good day. He kind of like takes Twitch by the back and like Gwen by the with his other hand and kind of like pushes them away from her, kind of like looking over his shoulder, like, "Don't you dare follow us."
Do not want to fight, please. I don't like that face that you just made, DB. Actually, I'm gonna say that.
I'm
real
waiting. I'm waiting for what Tech Book does.
quick. I don't like that face you just made.
Oh.
No, I don't. I think you are misunderstanding me, dearie. One of you really needs to buy these. They're good for you. For sweet little girls too.
The
Would
wagon
you like to
carrying
buy
her
some?
pastries is starting to move. Something inside it is rising up.
If we buy them, will you leave? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I think you're way past the line on that, dearie.
You're gonna need to eat a dream pastry, or there's gonna be trouble.
Here, take it. Take this free sample. You'll
Okay.
love it.
You,
I-
you
You
said,
just don't remember how they taste.
I can't,
you
dude.
said, you said the pastries contain children?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yes, yes, they have children in them. No, put them in your fucking mouth.
What
Ma'am?
do? What do?
You are not selling these very well. You said they
I'm
don't, and now
not
you're saying
selling
they
them
do.
anymore, sweetheart.
Hmm. Give me one.
Right? No.
Give you one?
Yes, give me one.
Okay.
The thing in the wagon, whatever's in the wagon, starts to lay back down in the wagon.
What are you on, dearie? One dream pastry.
Aaron's gonna take one and attempt to focus on it through the angler's eye.
Oh. Okay.
Does this contain a soul?
It does.
I will feed the soul to the angler's eye.
Okay. You stuff
Okay.
the soul inside the angler's eye, more or less,
We're
offering
all watching
whatever
like.
visage used to dwell inside this pastry to your dark god. The rest of you, all you see is a little blue wisp come out of the dream pastry and disappear inside the angler's eye. It's fast. It's almost invisible in the daylight. It goes.
And I'm going to tuck the pastry away.
Okay. You could just eat it if you wanted.
No, he fed it.
Hey, you
I-
should still take a sample of that real quick, just so you know what you're getting. Your friends might want some if they know how good it is to them.
No, that is quite all right. I served its purpose. I have fed the pastry to the entity that resides within this order. I do not know if it is satisfied, but perhaps if it is, I
Barham
might
is
come
just
back
now
tomorrow.
looking at
We're all
Aaron
just
like, what?
Has this been?
Lucille now figuring out what's what's going on with the party and what they've been through. She ate a child.
He's still at step one, like putting it together.
He's looking at the pastry just like it's a child.
It's a child.
I see that orb you have there. The sea god gave that to you, didn't he?
One of them. Do not
I've-
presume to know my faith, old crone.
I'm a lot wiser than you might think, dearie. Like I said, you should at least give
You're
that
a lot
pastry a
wiser than-
try.
You're a lot wiser than perhaps I should feed you to the sea god. No,
That's so.
he does prefer strong souls.
I'm something I can feed you too, Carrie.
Yes, I know. I will eat the pastry later. I am not currently hungry. I just simply wish to feed my patron.
What does she do, Techbug?
Mutes.
Furious typing. Either that or he's deciding.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dearie, whatever you say. You see the pastry inside of the back of the trailer of the
Pastry in the trailer.
The
the
pastry.
trailer. The pastry in the trailer. All the dough start rising from the back of the back gets larger and larger and explodes out, and you see it was covering a massive flesh golem
Ew.
that begins to climb. That begins to climb out of the center of all the dough batter that was in it. It seems that all the parts of the children that were used and made to make these particular flesh pastries have all kind of coagulated into a certain flesh golem that has emerged to protect her.
And we'll roll initiative next time on Port
Fine.
Bluff.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cliffhanger.
What the fuck?
What?
Well, I am sorry that we had to do a lot of RP for those of you who enjoy combat. However, did you guys enjoy that?
Yes.
Yes.
Abby
We
stab.
did, we
As
did a teeny
always.
combat.
We did do a teeny bit. We stabbed a boy.
I
I
gotta
got
kill
beat up.
somebody.
It's true.
Do you like how I get like literally 2 combat rounds that I kill somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Rude as hell.
Rude as
All right.
hell. Yay.
Thanks for playing, Mac. Make sure, I think he's already gone, but... Oh, wait, he already let me know.
He already
when
said it.
was.
He already said
Yes.
it in the
Yeah.
Discord. He wants
He
the Lord of the Rings game.
wants The Shadow of War.
Yes.
Yeah, Shadow
all right.
of War.
I'll
Fucking
get that
good
key to
choice,
him.
like I said.
I'll get those new emojis in. And real quick, before we sign off of Port Bluff, when are we coming back? I know we
see.
don't. I know we have some schedule conflicts for next Tuesday.
Mhm.
Do we?
Oh. Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
not
It was
available.
posted in the Curse of Strahd.
No, I
The
didn't.
25th.
You know.
Is
I
it the
think the
25th?
tw-
It's the
That's the
it's the
next
18th.
Tuesday.
Or yeah, the
Yeah,
next
that's
Tuesday
the
is the 25th.
next Tuesday.
Do we want?
The next
We could
The
try to
next
do a session on
Tuesday?
Saturday.
the next Tuesday is the 18th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next
I'm talking
Tuesday
about
is
the
when
one
we're
after
doing it.
that.
That's when
The
we're not gonna
18th is
be-
the
people aren't
the
gonna be
Tuesday
there.
I'm not available.
So the 18th, nobody's gonna be available.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a couple things. Usually when if it's one person, you can say just autopilot my character. Or if you'd rather
But
be
it's like a
there,
few.
which is totally fine, we can wait until the 25th to have our next session, or we can try to have a Saturday session instead, either the 15th or the 22nd. But if none of those work, we can just do it on the 25th.
I would prefer not to do a Saturday session that particular day. So,
Okay.
um,
The
So-
15th
I'd
or the
rather
22nd.
either.
Let me look.
Okay.
I mean, I'd
So,
rather skip. Or
Kanani,
whatever,
would
whatever
you
the other option was.
prefer us to do this mostly combat session without you, or would
Well,
you,
you can't.
want to be there?
I'm the one
Yeah,
that
she
starts the
streams.
stream.
Oh, because
Well-
she does the stream.
Oh, duh.
Well, we can, like we've said with Noodle, we can have a backup potentially. But if you'd rather not make it a big hoodoo, we can try to do it on the 25th instead. And
Yeah,
we'll
it
just
might
take
be
it
kind
from
of a
there.
pain in the ass.
Because I
I'm-
mean, we're gonna be having to. Because I won't be available the week after that.
The week after
Because
that.
I'll
yeah.
be out of
1st of
town.
June.
This
right?
is
Yeah, so the
essentially
1st of
it.
June.
If we're saying that,
Yeah.
because 18th we don't have availability. 25th is the only session we have coming up, and then the 1st is when Rex is gone,
And me. So
and you.
And Noodle.
So yeah, so that's two. So essentially, we're just saying we're having a session on the 25th, and
And then
That's the-
hiatus.
then hiatus
So,
potentially.
like,
Yeah,
half
sure,
the
yeah.
June.
Like
We
half a
could
month.
we could come back on the 8th if Rex is still okay with his character being autopiloted, or we could just wait until Rex is back.
Oh yeah,
I'm
fine.
having this conversation now. I know it's a little early because it's like this is going to be one of the last opportunities that we're all here.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
we might as well.
I mean, I'm definitely good with the 25th.
Okay.
yeah,
Because
the 25th will work for
because
me.
that's Baby Dinah's birthday, but he'll be in bed by the time we are
Oh, okay.
doing it, so it's not a big deal. I have no clue about for like after the 1st, so like the 8th. That's so far away.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Rex,
No idea.
Rex, do you want your character to be kind of autopiloted and we continue, but we take the 1st off because Noodle's not going to be here too? So it would essentially the sessions would start on the 8th, but you would rejoin us whenever you're back from honeymoon shenanigans, or would you
Yeah.
rather us wait for you two?
No, I don't mind if you guys obviously, yeah, like if we don't have one, if you
Rex,
guys,
I want you to say it on
autopilot
stream. Who do you trust to pilot it more, me or him?
I trust you, Tech Bug.
No, no.
And
Are you just saying that for brownie points, or do you actually mean it though?
I'm saying that partially because you're my dark patron, and secondly because you're a war gamer, so you're gonna think more like me anyways.
Damn it! I'm too wholesome and RP-ish for my own good.
I'm not some hand huggy soy boy like Deadbolt over here. Yeah, I get you.
Mhm.
LOL,
So-
soy boy.
I don't
For
mind if he's
those-
auto-piloted for a session.
For those watching, and for those here doing the session, what it sounds like is no session next week. So break week. No D&D on the 18th. 25th, D&D coming into this combat segment and maybe trying to wrap things up with Crane potentially if you guys manage to get a rest somewhere around it if nothing else happens on this climactic third day. The first, off again. Noodle, Rex have things, and the rest of us will just be off. We will be back potentially the 8th, is what it sounds like, and it will be the rest of the campaign, and Rex will rejoin us either on the 15th or the following week, is the plan. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Those of you who watched, thank you for watching. Those of you who
Thank
played,
you.
thank you for playing, and
Thanks.
we'll see
Congrats,
you
Mac.
2 weeks from now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.